Yeah. What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on, gang? Happy full moon, church. Happy full moon. Get settled. Get settled. Take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Sister Dominica. Welcome, Sister Amber G. All right. Sister Tracism in the bid. All right. Sister Ebony, how you doing, Sister Ebony? All right now. Sister Jasmine, how you doing? All of you guys looking good. You guys embracing that Venetian energy I see. All right. Y'all embracing that Mars and Sun and Libra. Y'all intentional about looking good for church service, huh? It's looking like Easter in the comments. Seeing some Easter outfits. What's going on, family? How we feeling? Are we feeling good? I know we feeling charged up. I know that's one thing we feel it right now. I don't know if you charged up about something good or bad. I don't know if you charged up about getting money or whooping somebody ass that owe you money. You're charged up about something with the full moon in Aries. All right, ready to peak. Happy full moon, everybody. All right. What's going on? Brother Deacon from the hip in the building. Pastor, you heard, brother. Pass the collection plates. Let me see. Can I see some plates in the comments? If you're here to get the word real quick, can I just see some plates in the comments? That's all, family. I just want to know y'all here. I see y'all taking y'all seats, but I need to know you're here. All right? Because God moves through spirit. All right? So in the good book, it says it don't matter what's going on in the physical. All right? What's going on inside. And those collection plates going to let me know what's going on inside, family. All right. Sister Gigi, the Empress in the building. Chakra Khan in the building. Janarian, brother Janarian in the building. Neoma, Mod Gang, Patreon Gang, all that. We in here tonight. Okay. Radiance in the building. Kobe J in the building. All right, let's get it. All right, y'all. All right, church. Damn. Okay. You know, I got service planned out. Don't rush, Pastor, now. Okay? We have to do everything in divine timing. I feel y'all got me feeling more charged up under this full moon. Okay? It's my season right now. I feel a lot of this friction. Shout out to all the Libra. Happy solar return to all my fellow Librans in the building. Okay? Can't forget that one. We's not finna forget that one before we start service. All right, pass some collection plates on that. All right. Y'all always make a brother vibe feel too charged up. Listen, man, y'all know I got a lot of Jupiter energy. Sun conjunct Jupiter. I get real giddy, real excited. So when I get on this, I be chilling. Word to my mother, I be here chilling, getting things ready. As soon as I press live, y'all asses come here and I feel the Holy Ghost in this mother flipper. It don't be me, it be us in here. Okay? All right. I hope everybody's feeling great. Okay? Shout out to everybody who brought their children to service. All right, I told y'all we got services all day, every day. Sister Agatha, Sister Margaret downstairs with the children. We got the nursing thing going on and everything for the children down there. Okay? We teaching them everything down there. We treating it like ancient mystery schools. Okay? Mother flip, long division. Let's get into some chakras in this mug. You feel me, gang? You feel me, church? Let's talk about the spirituality to sexual health. Sexual health in American education is weak as hell. Tell me how I'm going to get a soul tie messing with this mug right here. Because all this, the stuff about babies and all of that don't really scare me. Give me the good stuff. How many lifetimes am I going to be connected to this big head mother flipper if we do the nasty? Let me know. All right. Don't make me have to do all this extra conscious community research now. I don't want to. How many sexual soul tie YouTube videos I gotta watch? You could have just taught me in middle school. You feel me, church? All right now, Sister Marsha Empress in the building. Okay, let me get this out. That gum messing my speech up. Okay, breath was just a little tart earlier. All right, Pastor was talking himself, ran into a little breath. Whoa, Pastor, you need a stick of gum. The Holy Ghost needed some refreshing, family. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes you're a little tart. All right, this is called self-awareness. Sometimes you're a little tart in life, and you got to know how to get refreshed. Can I get an ashe? Can I get some collection plates? We're in the building right now. We're in the building. We are in the building. Y'all telling me to chill. Sister Jasmine telling me to chill. I'm a Libra. I'm reflecting y'all. All right, y'all coming here screaming we live. What y'all think that's gonna do to me? It's gonna turn me up, y'all. All right, gang. Happy full moon, everybody. Happy full moon. Hope everybody's week is transitioning in a graceful, positive, stable space. All right. I hope any form of intensity that you guys may be dealing with in your lives right now, I hope any form of friction and challenge you guys may be facing in your lives right now, you're able to see the spiritual influence in it all. All right. We're in some times right now. We're in some beautiful times right now. All right. Past 3-4 months, we're transitioning out of retrograde season. All right. Transitioning out of retrograde season. Still a whole bunch of energies in the air, significantly affecting relationship activity. All right. A lot of new beginnings. We could jump back to when the node first entered Aries. Everybody in this church right now could give a testimony about how they're dealing with this. Is their first year dealing with this challenge for the first time in their life, this form of adversity for the first time in their life, being pushed to step into some shoes that deal with individuality for the first time in your life. A lot of us in this chat, all right, since the nodes move into Aries, this year we've been dealing with a lot of situations where we had an aspiration, we had a goal, we have a vision, we have some sense of direction, we have a sense of passion, and ain't nobody to relate that shit to. It ain't nobody to find confirmation in that. North Node in Aries. Okay? So now that the sun has this axis lit up, now that the full moon has this axis lit up, what we've been experiencing with the nodes, we're feeling it on the most deepest level, and we're entering eclipse season, family. So we had to allow ourselves to shed our skin right now. Do you hear me, church? Do you hear me, church? Because I'm just getting started. I'm right. We on phase one right now. We on phase one. You know how we do, slow and steady. All right. Okay, just go ahead. Keep spinning the roast. Spin that roast. Y'all know sometimes you gotta tell the kids the food ain't going. It's in the oven. Let the food cook. Sit your ass back down. You said you want to watch the game, right? Watch the game. Try to rush Sunday dinner. If you rush Sunday dinner, that same feeling you get when you dig up into the roast, you ain't gonna get that feeling if you rush me while I'm in here. Okay? All right, church. Like I said, phase one, we going. So everything we've been experiencing with the nodes in this Libra Aries axis, where the peak of these things are being magnified around these times, this specific portion of Libra season. But understand, we're entering eclipse season. Now, when we talk about eclipses, we can never really say we're dealing with a new eclipse. It's cycles on top of cycles. The more spiritual you are, the more you understand everything is a cycle. Every goddamn thing. Every goddamn thing. So y'all know me. I just love to talk about a lot of past life influence, in general, because no matter if you're utilizing tarot, no matter if you're utilizing astrology, whatever tool you may be utilizing for spiritual development, the foundation needs to be established that this is not your first time going through these things, right? the more you reaffirm to self that this is not your first time going through certain things, the more confirmation you have that you're here to deal with these things, that you're capable of dealing with these things. I always tell y'all the major challenges you're dealing with in this experience, they weren't created in this experience, right? That toxic partner, your toxic child's parent, right? Toxic ex, toxic relationship with your parent, toxic relationship with your child, right? You realize every time you go into the workplace, there's a certain energy, right? You realize every time you deal with intimate relationships, you deal with a certain energy. These are all different type of karmic influences that we're navigating in this lifetime, all right? So when we're dealing with the current node transits, guys, and we're dealing with this full moon in Aries, this full moon in Aries is helping us get back to self, to help us have more clarity with new beginnings in our Libra house. The solar eclipse in Libra is on its way. Solar eclipses are deep and they're more powerful than the lunar eclipses. Okay, we got the lunar eclipse come following it up. All right, in Taurus. So I need everybody to be as aware as possible of what type of environment we need to be in, so the things that are being birthed can just fall right into space. Okay, that's what type of space we in right now. A piece of gun just came from my goddamn canine tooth out this motherfucker back into my mouth. That's like, you know, my ass gotta go to the dentist. Got gum getting stuck back here and shit. Where the fuck this little nigga just came from? That ain't a talking problem, bro. You need to go see dentist, bro. All right. This might need a root canal or something. Okay. So, like I said, shout out to CC Jackson. Justice will be served for all legacies with karmic debt. Okay? I've been saying it's a very karmic year for Libras. It's a 7-year, the nodes. So a lot going on with Venus being retrograde. All right. So this is a time for a lot of my Libra placements to get back centered, to start paying attention to what you need to be paying attention to, right? Regardless of how life is transitioning for you, your solar return season always helps you to get as centered as possible with the things you need to be paying attention to, some of your main missions here. So anything that's highlighted for all my Libra placement, anything that's highlighted around this time, you need to understand this could be highlighted because this is a significant distraction or attachment that's getting in the way of what your natural purpose is. The sun deal with purpose, y'all. All right. So just a little blood of Christ. So the full moon in Aries is here to make sure we are as close to self as possible, right? The more we are closer to self, we ain't got no choice. It's a fully illuminated. Wherever you have Aries that in your chart, that house is fully illuminated. Okay. So when it comes to the things that are the closest to self, anything right now that you are connecting to, that you're attached to, that you shouldn't be attached to, or is in the way of new beginnings that we're running into in eclipse season, these things are highlighted extremely this week. There's going to be a lot of things that may be on your mind, on your heart, when it comes to relationship activity, all different type of transformative things taking part in our lives. And a lot of that clarity is developed during this portion of the Libra season. All right. So when we talk about any extreme activity in relationships, power and control dynamics, okay, understanding where your individuality is accepted and honored, self-reflection in general, all of these things, we're experiencing these things in just different areas. All right, guys. So let's get right into it. So first of all, the full moon is going to peak tomorrow at 6 a.m. All right. So like it's right around the corner, guys. Okay. And there's not so much activity going on with the full moon. The full moon is only going to be opposing Libra for the most part. All right. But at the same time, you have to understand, we are already aware of all this, the activity going on in this axis. The full moon is in Aries, but where's the rule of Aries? It's in Libra. What time, what moon phases are we known to be extreme and feel the need to release full moon time. So it's a lot of extreme energy before we even said anything about eclipse season, before we said anything about the full moon. All right, guys. So I want y'all to be very aware of your actions, your reactions around this time. It's full moon time. You should be in observe mode. There's really nothing to be super proactive about. If you're super proactive about something, or you had any extreme reaction to anything, that's letting you know you was in some type of power and controlling situation. You was in some situation where your individuality was being suppressed. You was in a situation where your expression was being suppressed. You was in an unbalanced type of partnership. You felt like your individuality wasn't being valued in this partnership. That's why you having some of these heavy releases. You felt like somebody that was relating to you really ain't on your type time. That's why you having some of these releases around this time. So even though they may be catastrophic, they may be wild, spiritually they're needed at the same time. It's just that the full moon brings it out. So God, everything is divine. Phases to release certain things, to birth certain things are gonna happen. You're gonna get pushed into certain paths, whether you realize it or not. You're gonna get pushed to deal with something you need to detach from. You're gonna have to learn how to take initiative to do it, or we're gonna go through our transformations and our lessons and continuous cycles. Because that's what life is, family. All right. Can I get our shake? Can I get our shake? Okay. So so it's gonna peak at 6 a.m. Okay, 21 degrees. Okay, it's gonna peak at not 21 degrees. That's the solar eclipse. All right, it's gonna peak around 7 degrees, I believe. Just double check. Got to get it right. Because I want to make sure I know what degrees we need to be aware about. Okay, yeah, 6 degrees. So it's gonna peak at 6 degrees. So guys, if you have any placements, any planets around 3 to 9 degrees, 3 to 9 degrees of a cardinal sign, you have any planets in 3 to 9 degrees of Libra, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, we're feeling this energy the most. All right, we're gonna be feeling this energy the most. We are the front runners for people that may have some extreme major releases or thinking about it right now. Like, Boro, this is the only reason I'm on the live right now. I was this close earlier this afternoon, and then it almost happened this evening. So I had to jump on this. As soon as I saw you on live, I had to jump on this mug because I don't think I was gonna make it to Friday. I was gonna knock her shit in the wash right in between the wash and dryer, and I was gonna feel bad about it because I've been used and abused in this mother flipper. All right, that's why I'm coming to church right now. Okay, we see all the transformations going on with relationships, family. We see all the people, just celebrities, and what's going on in the world is always going to be an example of these energies. So just all these relationship transformations we've been covering and everything, people not having it. This North Node is pushing you to be you, to embrace your I am, and embracing your I am comes with a lot of transformations to things we were connected to that don't support the I am. Some of that may be some of our closest friends. Maybe some of our closest friends. It may be some familiar friendships, some familiar environments, familiar habits. Okay. So that's why we're going through a lot of transformations, right? A lot of us are going through crazy shit with some people because you wasn't even supposed to be, what type of frequency vibration that mother flipper's on. And you are intentional about pouring in to this unmeaningful relationship, and then go ask me why things going away in your life. It ain't about what you added in. Sometimes it's about what you're taking out, and it's full moon time, so we have to understand that. Okay, so placements from 3 to 9 degrees and any cardinal sign, you guys need to know them placements, know them planets. Those planets can be triggered. Those planets are very sensitive around this time. All right, so let's get right into it. Guys. I got notes. Don't want to be too brief. Full moon is peaking soon. Let's get right into it. Aries suns and risings. All right. I know oftentimes people like, yo, come on, Boro, start with Pisces or go backwards and all that. Listen, man, the Aries need. I know the Aries naturally go first, used to being first and shit, but they need the worship right now. All right. Cardinal signs need their worship. Okay, there's gonna be a time you need some extra praise, and the church is gonna be behind you to give you extra praise. All right, but when it's your time of glory, sometimes you got to take a back seat and see who you can support out here. Okay, it's time to give, is sometimes to receive. Can I get an ISH church? Can I get some collection plates before I get into this? We warming up now. We get into phase 2, y'all. We get into phase 2 now. All right. All right. Shout out to my beloved Aries suns and risings. Guys, first house lit up right now, fully illuminated. Okay, it ain't nothing going on in your personal life right now you can't feel. Shout out to ER for the collection plate. Shout out to ER for the collection plate. All right, appreciate you, sister Martian Empress. I see the collection plates. Thank you. All right, I be doing too much. Y'all talking in this passive voice. My throat be sore as hell. I'm waking up the other morning, my sore ass. I'm like, what the fuck? I got strep throat, some shit. I could have eat a goddamn thing the other day. They gotta start eating some oatmeal and shit. It's like your ass think you a motherfucking pastor on live. That's why your ass can't motherfucking talk right now. My mom calling me and shit. I'm like, hello? She's like, who this? It's not my son. Who took my son? She got Mars and Leo, dramatic as hell. Who took my son? He was always a mysterious little boy, anyways. That's some shit my mom gonna say about me. That's what she said. My son was always a mysterious young man. Yeah, what they say, he's in some type of spirituality. It ain't Jesus, so I don't know what type of spirituality it really is. All right, I told you I really came out that church. I really came out that church. All right, Aries suns, Aries risings. Chakra. Hold on. Chakra Khan with the collection plates. Gitchy, yeah, ta ta. I get it, y'all. I know we established that ain't Chakra Khan. I don't give a damn. In church, this is Chakra Khan. Whoever the fudge really sing now, I want them to come to church, see if they can lead choir. I like that line right there, church. I ain't gonna lie. Back in my day when I was in high school prom, remember me and my little yellow bone, we used to get down in that at prom back in 92. Gitchy, yeah, ta ta. You gotta be smooth as fuck to say some shit like that in a song. For real. That's how you know the Holy Ghost making music is this creativity. Creativity ain't a thinking thing, is you flow. You can't logically think somebody was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. You gotta feel that. It's probably just playing back the tracks. Gitchy, yeah, ta ta. The other people Moulin Rouge was like, whoa, the fudge was that? Now hit that John again. What's that? Gitchy, yeah, ta ta. Now we gotta get that on the track. That was spirit. Spirit be having lyrics for that ass. All right. Aries suns, Aries risings. CC, all right, church, because you just showing out. CC Jackson with the collection plate. Y'all want me to lose my voice tonight? Y'all want me to lose my voice tonight? Shout out to you, sister. All right. Appreciate you, queen. Appreciate you. Like I said, y'all looking good in here tonight. All right. Pastor, go make sure y'all know that. All right. We spreading prosperity around here. Aries suns, Aries risings. Okay. Now we already understand Aries suns, Aries risings. Like, listen. We need each other right now. I know I be at y'all. Okay. I want to have a real quick heart to heart with my Aries. I know I'll be at y'all sometimes, but listen, we need each other right now. Okay, I really want y'all to embrace some of this energy that's being forced on y'all way right now. I get it. I get it, Aries. I get it. Every goddamn thing these past three, since Mars got in Libra. Since Mars got in Libra, everything you need to do, somebody else need to be involved. You think God playing with you at this point, right? So your ruler in Libra got you a little off. It got you feeling opposite, right? There's times you think right now you need to go ahead and just do your natural own thing and go do something by yourself, and you realize it's offending somebody, right? And then when you're cooperating with somebody, it's hard for you to be patient. So this is just some natural influences what's going on with your ruler. It's just that things are just a little bit more, is such a more interesting dynamic because the node been in here. So before we got into all these transits, the whole world was already embracing how to be you, how to embrace your natural energy. So your responsibility around these times in the world are even higher. People for Aries suns, Aries risings, right now with the nodes in Aries, your natural ability to take initiative, be a leader, don't need anybody else's confirmation, be durable, aka go through, transformative situations and keep on going. Your responsibility to do that is real high right now. So some of you guys may have even dealt with some overwhelming situations like, okay, God, I know I'm built for this, but like, damn, like y'all been at me lately. It's because with great power comes great responsibility. You are who we following right now from a spiritual perspective. Anybody out of I am energy or not embracing I am energy in their Aries house before we got into Libra season is out of alignment in some type of shape form. They're getting taken advantage there, going through a lot of transformative situations there, right? Getting spiritually bullied there in some type of shape or form. So I understand, like, God's challenging and testing y'all right now, but the cooperation energy right now, right? The relatability. Now, when it comes to your most significant relationships, ain't anybody saying Aries, Suns, Aries, Rising, y'all gotta go out and be, y'all gotta go network on Times Square every day and relate yourself every day to everybody. Not, it's just that you have to understand you being hit with these opposite energies right now. Your ruler in Libra, the sun in Libra. This is a time for you to understand how to self-reflect deeply on where you may have been wrong at with the full moon being in your sign. All right. When it comes to meaningful relationships you truly value. The reason I'm going to start here is because I don't want y'all going through transformative situations with people you really value because it was too hard to find a balance of what you feel like you should be receiving and giving in a relationship when you know what spiritually is right. All right. You need to follow more of what's spiritually right. The more of a challenge in your relationship dynamics right now may be more of a situation where it's hard for you to understand where to give and receive right now. Okay? So it's okay to give yourself grace in any of these situations, but because the full moon is also in your sign, any of my Aries suns risings out there that are intentional and open, being vulnerable, because I know how connection is a vulnerable thing for y'all in the first place. For all my Aries suns and risings out there that is dealing with any type of vulnerability, friction in their relationship activity, knowing that they're coming as transparent and genuine as possible, okay, you understand, and this is what it is. This is some of the what it may feel like to go through a connection when two people are not seeing things on the same page, but knowing that they want to connect. All right. Some of you guys are experiencing some of these things for some of the first times in your life. Maybe the first person that has pushed you, the first partnership or relationship in any type of way, intimate relationship that has inspired you to want to even, change and transform for that in some type of shape or form. Okay. So it's a lot of different dynamics when it comes to your relationship activity from transforming. So I need y'all to understand if you realize, damn, I was being a little too forceful, or maybe I should have been more open to receiving what they were pushing out from this perspective right now. Because if there's any point that you're going to realize these things, is going to be right now with the full moon in your sign. Your personal expression, how you see yourself. The first house is how you see yourself on all levels. So how you see yourself, all these things is it's hard to neglect these things. All right. There's actually more friction trying to being in denial about anything that you may have been wrong about with relationship activity. All right. So I just want y'all to be able to look in the mirror around this time. Understand, yes, the North Node is in Aries. So your natural energy is what you need to stay in alignment with and continue to be an example with. And that alone is going to create opportunities in your life, continue to expand things in your personal life around this time. However, during these transits right now, this is a little rough patch. This a little rough patch. There's going to be pockets that you just need to be open to more cooperation and relating. Okay, if you're being taken advantage of, Aries. especially right now. You know, if you're in a power and controlling dynamic in any type of relationship activity, go about that the way you need to go about that. But try your best to not let it be something extreme right now, because it could create more karma, more baggage that you don't necessarily have to deal with. All right. So, like I said, a lot of power, a lot of responsibility right now, Aries. Okay, stay as composed as possible right now. You're gonna feel burdens on you right now as well. Somebody you love may feel like a fudging burden right now. You'll need to extremely react to that. You guys are the ones that need to give yourself grace to let things pass a little bit right now. All right. And where's Libra at for you? In the 7th house. So this is where new beginnings are about to start when it comes into solar eclipse season in general, excuse me. All right. So that's once again, that's something everybody need to understand. Where Libra at right now is new beginnings on the way here. But this full moon is helping us prep before eclipse season to make sure we're as close to the I am to be open to whatever connections we finna make through the 7th house. All right. So I'm not just saying Aries need to just see where they're wrong at, as if they're the ones always doing something wrong. At the same time, if there is any friction in your with relationship activity, you need to understand if you wrong or not right now, because it could just disturb some things that's developing your 7th house. All right. You may be dealing with somebody you connected to. You have aspirations, this, that, and the third, to take something out into the world. That doesn't even have to be an intimate situation. And now, because of maybe an ego thing or whatever, disagreement and pride got in the way. And yeah, there was some things waiting for y'all in the 7th house. There was some things y'all both was gonna connect, this, that, and the third. So all these different I don't want to just make it intimate relationships, right? Partnerships on all levels. Libra is not just condensed to intimate relationships, right? One-on-one connections. So all these different things I need my Aries to be aware of, especially extreme reactions. All right, we got new beginnings, new relationships developing in the 7th house. So you feeling like you're being taken out. Aries Suns, Aries rises. You feel, once again, I'm gonna highlight this. You feel like you being in a power and controlling dynamic for no goddamn reason. You dealing with friction with cooperation right now. It's like, wow, the first time in my life I'm doing my best to really deal with all these different type of emotions of kind of putting things to the side at time, humbling my pride, right? Dealing with my emotions in a more relatable way, because I'm not that. I deal with my emotions with cardinal fire, right? So maybe some of the first circumstances, yeah, dealing with that, and it's you're learning. I don't want to say it's even challenging, but you learning right now, okay? So it don't need to be an extreme reaction to everything, and I think you'll understand that around these times. All right. But you're definitely in a space where you're recentering yourself. You're recentering, so you shouldn't even be dealing with no heavy relationship activity right now, for real, Aries Suns. Like, there's nothing like, no, after this live, I'm going to their house. No, tomorrow, I already planned going to their job tomorrow. Like, you got any of that on your mind and your heart right now, Aries Suns Risings? Delete that bitch. Delete. Control, Alt, Delete, end task. No. If anybody got you in that type of energy right now, Aries, it's a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub. This full moon is just showing you, like, you see how this person got you? Seriously. You see how this person got you feeling, got you looking? That's what the full moon gonna do. We be in situations like, yo, am I getting played? Yo, is Shorty cheating on me? Yo, is this group lying behind my back? Is they taking more money than I think? All them little influences that our intuition naturally picks up on. You feel like a fool not believing your intuition during the full moon. So God gonna crystallize a way for you to understand, like, look, yes, you was feeling that and you was right. They's a cheating, lying mother flipper. I know I say come as you are, but I don't want those in my church. One bad apple, you got to get rid of all the mother flippers. And I'm not letting them come in my church with that toxic energy. All right, my church too pure for that. So y'all in them type of energies, Aries, just know. Anybody got you feeling hot? Got you feeling like, yo, one day I'm gonna get payback. Y'all might be in them situations too. It might have been a situation started a couple of months back, maybe a little bit before Mars got in Libra, got in a situation just standing there, because y'all have been once again nodes. So it has been a lot of shit going on with relationship activity for y'all. So it may be situations that y'all, it didn't start just now. 2 months ago, I was thinking about getting my get back borrowed. It's going on 3 months. I ain't letting up. But now you feeling the full moon, you starting to drop it a little bit. Full moon in Aries, you like, I got all these personal aspirations and goals. I got new things I'm trying to birth. And I'm understanding I do got to work with other people in some type of shape or form. Like, I'm really realizing that. South node. You got to use the south node for the north node. All right. Got to use the south node to help you push the first node. So a lot of Aries relationships are home for y'all right now. I'm sorry. I know we spending some time on Aries, but it's just needed. It's needed. Relationships, just understand that relationships are somewhat of a home for y'all right now, Aries. There's an Aries out there right now, down and out. But they top, you better come time. They on somebody couch right now. All right. Your girl done told you better call Tyrone. If you a Libra, you had backup, so you called your backup. Hey, listen, you still live around? What's the name? Yeah, I'm about to spend over there and shit. I got a couple bags with me. Libras is some couch potato ass having niggas. Libras will live in your house for real. So now you're shorty. Told you got to call Tyrone. You're a Libra like me. You called your backup. Now you're at your backup. Your shorty crib right now. If you're Aries. A lot of Aries think I don't know. This hood astrology is the hood guru. I can't give y'all other examples all the time. Like, shout out to I know the OGs, Astro Lotta, Steve Judge, like there's different type of astrologers out here. I can't give these my examples. Get a little raunchy here. So God is going to show you. Last thing, I'm going to just conclude with that Aries Sun's Rise. God is showing you in some type of shape or form with these axes, these node axes. Aries, relationships is needed in some type of shape or form. Or it's making you realize how people have been there for you more than you thought. You just so much of the I am, which is the energy a lot of us lack, right? Once again, it's luckily I'm light and dark side, right? Our power just gets the best of us a lot of times. So you just naturally are the I am. It's just hard for you to see that shit sometimes. It's hard for you to see, like, damn, this person did have my back. Damn, this person do be there for me. This person do be supporting me. I get it on my own so much. I didn't realize I be getting this help. I'm a Libra. I do the opposite. I be looking at everybody else. Who helping me? Who relating to me? It's like, nigga, go help yourself, Libra. Go help. Don't nobody want to do everything with you. Okay? So this was going on, Aries. I love y'all. Hold it down. Don't let nobody have y'all out of character right now. Just come to church. I'm in here all the time. You come in to talk to pastors. You guys, this don't have to always be a service thing. You guys should know how to reach out to pastor. I'm in here all day. We doing all type of worship 24/7. All right, we're nursing the kids. Sunday night school. We got night school every night. What churches having night school every night? They not seeing us, y'all. We a small church now. We a small church now. Okay. Taurus suns, Taurus risings. Taurus suns, Taurus risings. Time out. Y'all having an interesting year. Y'all are having an interesting year, aren't y'all? Huh? Tauruses. Who sent me some work? Who's CC Jackson? I don't know if I already shouted you out for this, sister, but thank you again for the play. Okay. Another thing, sisters, Pastor like to eat. So, downstairs in the cafeteria, y'all want to bring some of what you ladies be hooking up in the house. Pastor, please. All right. Because it takes a village. All right. Like I said, I'm doing all type of worship in here all night. Sometimes pastors want to come down, grab a little snack. Ain't no little snack for pastor. Got to drive to Wawa. I can't spend time. Got 50 us gas. I'm doing worship. I got things to do. Can't drive to Wawa. Shout out to you sisters in the building. All right. All right. Let's get back to this worship. Taurus Suns, Taurus Risings. You managing creative businesses is I'll be successful. Just learn to control your Aries emotions by Yes, meditation is good. Get a lot of people out of shit right now. All right. Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising. Now, um, I don't know where to start with that. So the 12th house is fully illuminated. Taurus Suns, Taurus Rising. All right, so you know the 12th house is dealing with our aspirations, our subconscious, our dreams, our belief system. So we have a combination of our creative outlook, our creative imaginative outlook in the 12th house, and then we have a combination of on the other side of our spiritual outlook of things. But more of this, but this type of spirituality we dealing with the 12th house has a mixture of your subconscious, okay, and also how your subconscious has been affected through connecting with others. That's the big thing with the you got to know how the different functions of the water house, right? Fourth house, home connections, what's close to you. You know, that dog, your pet dog you grew up with, that was fourth house element right there. Right? It was serious when your dog passed away. That was my what you mean? That was family. Right? That's fourth house energy. Okay. Get into the eighth house. Now the eighth house is a lot of what you experience and how your character may change and transform based off what you've experienced dealing with connections. This is who you are molding into. This is you rising into the phoenix through all these different emotional transformations you first made, right? What house is before the eighth house? Relationship house. The relationship house. What's some of the most transformative? What has impacted y'all emotions in a real transformative way? A lot of the times in life, things dealing with other people, but motherfucker, other people. All right. So you got that eighth house. And when you get into the 12th house, now this is just your philosophies that are being developed through all of that. Foundation of emotion of my emotional environment. Fourth house went through the transformations in the eighth house. Now in the 12th house, these is my outlooks and my beliefs of things dealing with connections in the subconscious and how other people deal with their emotions. These are my beliefs. So this is more your philosophical outlook on things dealing with the subconscious. So Taurus, Sun, Taurus risings, this is the house that's fully illuminated. It's a lot of revelations that may be developed around this time of maybe how you should go about or how you should readjust how you deal with connecting to others because you're understanding how other people may have an effect on your subconscious or how certain experiences in your relationships not even so much your relationships, but this is the Aries Libra axis, so relationships does fall into this house at times, but ultimately seeing how your connection with other people have impacted your subconscious overall. It's like situations where it is a full moon, so we're releasing right now, right? So and we're trying to create opportunity to we're trying to land, we're trying to make sure we land the opportunity gracefully in the opposite house in your sixth house, right? That's where new beginnings is starting. So when it comes into the full moon and 12th house, like a lot of you guys are in a vibration where you may have been holding something heavy from something that a connection in the past. Could be a connection you had to a group, something you were just heavily relating to somebody on a creative perspective, an intimate perspective, something in the home. The 12th house can collect out a lot of these vibrations when they deal with connection in general, right? It's dealing with the past, it's dealing with our connection to the astral realm, it's dealing with our insecurity. So the 12th house be holding a lot. 12th house holds a lot. Okay, so many say we could see a lot about our past life just through 12th house perspectives as well. But um, so y'all may be in a space right now where y'all start realizing, like, yo, hey, time out. I really said I'm gonna start dating like this because I went through this situation with this person. Like, I'm not about to be that, that cold or you know, neglect myself from experiencing things because of some type of resentment I had from some past connection. So you guys are learning to lighten your load with any heavy spiritual baggage dealing with connections in this area in general. Another way this house can build baggage is because Aries is here. So you're pushed to be an individual when it comes into your aspirations. So a lot of the times it's hard for you. You're learning how to find that balance of having, your own individual drive towards a dream aspiration, But then Libra in your sixth, okay? Eventually, you're gonna have to learn how to relate it with others, build things with others, right? Potentially sign deals, contracts with others in some type of shape or form. As an Earth house, so there's always gonna be something with a deal contract involved. All right, it's the workplace. So now you meet situations where sometimes people in the seventh house, in the sixth house, don't relate to what you got going on in the first house. You build a little resentment, like, damn, should I be relating what I got going on, or should I just, say f everybody and just do my own thing? So that could be that type of resentment. So, and that could block you from being open to connecting with others right now, because that's where the new opportunities are being birthed in your sixth house. There's going to be situations where people are going to want to work with you and build certain projects with you right now that you're individually investing into in the 12th house. So you need to be in an intentional space right now, Taurus Suns, Taurus Risings, about how you're utilizing your resources, okay? And how you're pouring into your aspirations, how you're doing any work to clear things from your subconscious. With the full moon in your 12th house, anything that's an emotional burden right now, full moon in the water house, that's heavily lifted up, especially when it comes to insecurities developed from situations where certain creative endeavors and aspirations, didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. This is a time to release a lot of that too. Aries, you got Aries here. Aries is always birthing something in the house that it's in. So you're constantly gonna be having things you want to birth in your subconscious in general. Okay. And because you get a chance to a lot of you get a chance to experience some things in reality more than others, you can start feeling that sense of lack of satisfaction. Like, no, I want to keep birthing this, or it ends good in a self-competitive way, but you got to just be careful when it becomes a little overwhelming or whatnot, from a perspective of building resentment because things are not progressing the way you like it to. Aries ain't got no time for nothing. Aries ain't got no time for time. How that work? Like, damn, you don't mess with time at all. Be asking the Aries, yo, I'm trying to look at your natal chart. What's your birth time? I ain't got that. What you mean you don't got birth time? I just got here. It's like, all right, listen, I know you the I am and you like birthing things, but you ain't just pop up here. You came out the womb just like me. You want to be so different all the time. Aries sun, Aries rising. Now you ain't got no birth time. You ain't tell me you don't know. He said I don't got one. I birthed myself. Now you do it. Now you do everything by it. You know what? Whatever. Mr.'s independent. You ever ask the Aries for help? They want to fight. It's like, bro, nigga, I see you fixing the tie. I'm just coming to ask if you want me to motherfucking. You out here just looking like we grown men out here. I can help you out, bro. Nigga, I got it, nigga. Shit, I started it without you, right? It's like, all right, let me take my Libra ass back to what I was doing. Let me go about maybe it's me. Maybe I'm being too much of a Libra. I'm in people business. That's what it is. Air sign always in somebody business. Telling somebody business. Let me check. I'm about to turn into a drag session because air signs to tell your business and their own business. Most of the time, people gonna keep what they got under the wraps and snitch on other. You just telling on everybody. Like, yeah, we did it. We did it. Yeah, I know we wore masks and all that, but I told him I don't think it's a good idea in the first place. Yeah, that one's my brother. Yeah, blood brother. Yep, same mom, same father. Yep, that's me right there. You see, I'm telling him, hurry up. Think the cops coming. Hurry up. We got enough money from the bank. Yep, that's me right there. Yep. What's that? A cheesesteak? Y'all got a cheesesteak coming? All right. All right. So can I just like, how much can I keep giving y'all more information laying this sentence? How this work? This is my first time snitching like this. I mean, I'm an air, so I'd tell, but this is like my first time officially under government doing this, putting my loved ones behind the bars. Like, how we do this? You gotta be careful doing crime with an air sign. You better be careful doing crime with a Gemini. This be your Gemini best friend. And you be like, I don't know what they be talking about, all that two side. This is my Gemini best friend. I just been one person. It's been one person since I know. That's how I know this astrology shit bullshit. Two sides, Gemini two. Do crime with their ass and get caught. Oh, 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 you gonna see that second side like a mother flipper. Motherfucker gonna have a new name and everything. Locked up name was Jim. Got out name is Clarence. Like they'll what? Go ahead, go do crime with Gemini if you want. Go do crime with them if they want. Go think Aquarius finna do some time for you. Go think Aquarius finna do some time for yo stupid ass. They's the mastermind. You don't do crime with the mastermind. You don't do crime with the mastermind. You smart as hell. Do that by yourself. Because you think you so smart. I know how Aquarius rock. You think you so smart. You look at humans expendable. So if this shit go left, you don't care about us. We just the incompetent niggas that fucked up your plan. I knew I should have did that shit by myself. I should have hired some smarter niggas. Yes, that's that nigga right there. That nigga too. Yeah, that's my cousin. I don't get lock that nigga. I'm locked up. Lock that nigga up. Got me here by myself. We did that shit as a group. That was an 11th house project, and I'm here by myself. Get them niggas. Better watch them air signs. Here today, gone tomorrow. My bad, air signs. That's bad karma. It's Libra season. I just did too much. Now I'm supposed to be doing that right now. I gotta say something bad about Aries now or something. I gotta even it out. Aries, sit y'all ass down. All right, that's enough. So Taurus, Sun, Taurus, Rise, that's what we got going on in that full moon in the 12th house. Now it's Aries here, so I do need y'all to be intentional about how you gonna deal with this. What aspiration you care about the most right now? Taurus, Sun, Taurus, Rising. Which one you care about the most? What are you the most intentional about releasing from an emotional subconscious perspective if there's something heavy on you? Whatever those things are, the portals for those things to happen, those things to be released, and for new beginnings is in your 6th house. Like I said, you guys are walking into opportunities that people want to relate and build with y'all, build new projects with y'all. The more intentional you are about your 12th house influences, the more easier opportunities to receive in 6th house that people can value that, support that, help you build with it. You have a lot of Venus energy. Venus, your chart ruler. So it's easy for you to overdo Venus in your Libra house. It's easy for you to jump into a cooperative space, a relatable space with somebody in a project with an unfulfilled intention in the 12th house. So that's how the imbalances with Aries Libra can work from a 12th 6th house perspective. All right. Wherever Aries Libra, I use the I am come first. This the Libra telling you this. The I am come first. Ain't no I am going into a relationship, then you just that relationship is already at detriment. I know myself. You don't know yourself. You know yourself. I don't know myself. It's one thing if we know we all know ourselves, but motherfuckers be coming to the relationship acting like they know themselves. That's the problem. That's the issue. That's the issue. All right. We ain't got to walk into every relationship in our life perfect, and we ain't never gonna be perfect, right? We can be evolved, but no, I am in a relationship. It's always gonna build some type of resentment that's built up, especially if your partner is not in a in a space to understand how to deal with that, help you navigate that. Maybe they were sent to help you navigate that in some type of shape or form, but you have to understand that, right? You have to have a sense of I am going into your relationship, understand yourself as much as possible. The more I understand myself, then I'm having more understanding of this relationship. If I know myself, if I know my flaws, if I know a lot of my triggers, right? If I know who I'm trying to aspire to be, if I believe this is my potential, this is what I'm growing towards. When it comes into mating, I see the compatibility. I know myself. So because I know myself, I see where you're at in life, right? Okay, so that's the dynamic with that. You got to have your I am energy, but in some type of shape or form in your chart when it comes into the houses that you have Aries and Libra in, You can see the unfulfillment in the I am house that you have Aries in can lead into overcompensation in your Libra house. All right. So that's that. All right, Taurus Sun Rising. So I want y'all to make sure throughout the season you continue to make your wellness uh outstanding priority and responsibility. Your well-being is very important right now, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising. When you got significant sixth house transit, and you start to notice certain things with your body, right? You itching here, you have an issue here, you have whatever going on, but it's something that kind of been going on. You've been brushing it off, thinking this is something mild, but it's more intense or whatnot during a sixth house transit or something. Yeah, it's a sign to take care of yourself some more, right? When I start getting shit on my face and whatnot, I'm like, your ass drinking too much blood of Christ. You need to get some this in your system. All right, so you start learning to have a relationship with your own vessel, and you start understanding these things. With certain sixth house transits or whatnot, it'll help you to understand what's part of what's in your sixth house, what's in your routine and schedule, what habit ingredient is in there that got you feeling the way you feel it. Is it the lack of sleep? Is it the over drinking? Is it this? Is it that? Whatever it is, right? So just pay attention to that. All right. Keep your well-being a priority throughout the rest of Libra season. Okay. And then remember, Venus is about to move into Virgo soon. So it's going to be a trine to you, even though it's somewhat it is in detriment, but it's still going to be harmonizing with you. So it could be a lot of new shifts in the career space as well. So this is why I want y'all to utilize this period, not to move into the rest of this transit eclipse season. All right, with anything heavy on in your 12th house space without it being acknowledged. Understand, when we go into eclipse season, anything of the Venusian energy, right? Solar eclipse in Libra, lunar eclipse in Taurus. These are the Venus signs. So anything dealing with overindulgence with Venusian energy, pleasures, intimacy, these things are all being regulated. These are the things that will be eclipsed. These are the things that will be darkened. You know, when we deal with solar eclipse, these things have an effect for the next year. When you're dealing with lunar eclipse, they usually linger from a couple months to 6 months. All right. So this is an important foundation that we're dealing with right now, because we could, you know, potentially deal with some dark pasts and cycles in our relationship activity because of some of the decisions we're making right now. So, like I said, this is why this full moon energy is getting us ready for eclipse season. So we make sure we not looking at over questioning things like, should I detach? Should I cut that off? Should I make that? No, we had the opportunity to get as close to self before things were totally blacked out. We were forced to see what self is made of besides our projection of who we think we are. Because whatever you think you are, you ain't that. Okay. That might have went on. That could have sounded like an insult, but if you really understand, you ain't none of this. We ain't none of this. We ain't nothing. If you really, we ain't none of that. You're a powerful thing that's hard to even describe when it comes into what you really are. It's hard to even put in English words to articulate what you really are. So when you start overly attaching yourself to what you think you are in this experience, this is one of the first things in this experience that get us removed from things on our path. All right. So Taurus and Taurus rises. Let me make sure the more intentional you are, the more you open up space for sixth house opportunities. Learning to use help or cooperate with others for your dreams to work. You have a structured nature for the most part already. Okay, so allow yourself to be in that space to be able to connect with others, because you're more clear about what you got going on with your I am, with your aspirations, and what you need to deal with your subconscious there. All right, all these things, all triggers are on the board right now for us to understand what some of these things are. Gemini Sun's risings. Okay, Gemini Sun's risings, 11th house. The 11th house is fully illuminated. All right, Gemini, you're already a trine sign. You're already air sign. We're in your season right now. We're in the air season. Excuse me, we're in the air season. But excuse me, guys. So the 11th house, Gemini, is fully illuminated. And right now, detaching yourself from unmeaningful social spaces is very important. Any type of social activity you got going on, Gemini, it ain't got nothing to do with nothing. These things are going to be highlighted or even get you into transformative situations around this time. All right, these relationships, communities, groups you're allowing yourself to participate with any group community that you're allowing yourself to participate with that doesn't really have a common goal with things that you're aspiring to do in the first house in your personal life in general, right? These are the type of people you got to make sure you're aware about dealing with right now. You're realizing you have totally different intentions about how you want to deal with relationships or just different personal aspirations from a space that you're pretty familiar with. You're very active relating and interacting with. Like, you got to be conscious about what this group relationship community that you're participating with can lead into down the line during eclipse season. So that's understanding that. Aries in that 11th house with the full moon there is helping you get close to what people in the 11th house out in the world share the same type of intentions as you, have the same personal outlooks of things as you. So this house pushes you to push your individuality out into the world. You're one of the most relatable signs in the zodiac, if not the most relatable sign in the zodiac. So when it comes into Aries in your 11th house, when you get out into the world and you get removed from your third house, which is that's your shit right there, right? When you get removed from your third house, you get removed from seventh house, right? Just one-on-one connection. You get pushed down to the 11th house, out into the world. The Gemini sun rising is pushed to show their individuality here, right? And just not what's been accumulated through relating with others or who they may be able to connect to that's out in the 11th house, right? Is where's your I am, Gemini? Okay. So there could be a lot of situations, Gemini sun's risings lives in general, where they may really associate their self-identity based off their relationships and who they're connected to, right? A lot of Geminis, they rep their gang, they repping their gang to the death. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen when they get locked up, but I don't know if they're gonna rep gang when it's time to do a little talking. But as far as that, they will associate themselves with gang to the death. I guess that's an oxymoron, right? To the death. And not really to the death, actually. Not really. Okay. But it can heavily associate themselves with things they're surrounded by, right? And that's how life works in general. We are what we are surrounded by. We hugely reflect the closest people we're around. To stand in third, Gemini take a lot of pride and honor in their surroundings and the people they're connected to, the people they grew up with, the people that they're the tightest with or whatnot, right? A lot of these people are Gemini's anchor. Gemini feed a lot of the people that they're around. So when you get into Aries in the 11th house, a lot of the situations where you realize, like, damn, I'm participating with this group, but this ain't really my type of time right here. This don't feel wavy with these niggas here, with this corporation, with this community, with this new environment. It don't feel so wavy here. Okay, so you're understanding around this full moon time. We got Sister Belle Papillon. I see you. I see you. You walking right to the front row too. You trying to be a church showstopper woman. You got that one lady that's extra in church. She late, but she want to walk all the way to the front row. Let the whole church see her doing the most, trying to get us. The first 6 rows is full. You trying to? Where's Sister Josh? She said she had a seat. Where you at? Sister? Here, just move over there, right here. Sister Johnson wagon just in front of Brother Johnson and Brother Calvin face. Sister, grab a seat, sister. You're disturbing the word. You're disturbing me right now, sister. Some of y'all be doing too much at service. I tell y'all. Okay? But y'all, my family, though. It's all right. So, y'all could be in situations right now, Gemini Sunrise. You just realize it's some type of group association you was relating to. It's like, nah, this is not really my speed personally. Like, I jumped in a relatable energy too quick. Like, I don't even know what we have in common here. So any type of that friction right there, that's already a flag right now during the full moon. Like, all right, let me start falling back from these niggas over here. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of it could be some things that you're deeply reflecting on that you used to relate into your 11th house. It could have been some type of something you're doing on the internet, a business. It could be a little retrograde how some of these things can resurface around this time a little bit. You feel me? Somebody you used to associate yourself with, used to relate to, but you'll know is in alignment if it's somewhat connected to something that was already heavy on your personal aspiration, something you might have been wanting to get back into, something that you're you are currently working on at the moment right now, Gemini sun rises. And Libra's in the 5th house. Libra's in the 5th house. So the reason you need to be intentional about who you dealing with in the 11th house, all Gemini suns rises need to think about who's the closest 10 people to you right now. Who's the 10 people that's seeing you the most right now? You need to identify these niggas. All right. So you need to be intentional with Aries and 11th house, Gemini suns rises, because the more intentional you are about how you divide your time, what environments you are in the 11th house, and what you're intentional about pushing out into the 11th house, whether through a creative way, is a bit of something with a business format, whatever that may be. If you have these type of 11th house endeavors, Libra in the 5th house right now, there's new opportunities right here, being able to relate with people that's on your type time from a creative perspective. You're in a childlike energy right now. You're in a creative space right now. So you're in a space where you feel like birthing, with the sun being home in the 5th house right now. Okay? So it's important because the sun attracts energy. You know, the sun, anything touching the sun gets life. So you got the sun transit in your 5th house. That's a creative house, but you got Libra here. So you may have a lot of people that want to participate with you because you have a relatable energy. So it attracts people coming to you and want to interact with you, want to get you to participate with things. So you have to be real, have a lot of discernment of what you're allowing yourself to participate in and what you're not allowing you to participate in. It starts with you being intentional about what you're connecting to the 11th house spaces, understanding your resources, understanding what people you're connected to that are related to things you want to build and you're passionate about, right? Seeing the differences between you and the groups and spaces you may be in, okay? And as the sun continues to transit the 5th house in Libra season, you'll start having more clarity, more realizations about what people can add on to the things that you're birthing, and you relationships in general. Libra in the 5th house, all right? Relationships can be birthed here any day of the week when we talk about things coming into fruition. You look at your 5th house placement. Look at the sign in your 5th house. You're always trying to birth something out of this energy, or you attract a lot of people that's trying to help you birth these things. So you got the sun transiting here right now. You're going to be having a lot of awareness about how you can connect things to others. You just have to be aware about, can I push this energy out personally first? You know, or can I have more clarity on how I want to deal with this project first before I relate it? Because we are in Libra season, so it is good for you to relate right now. So excuse me on that. It is good for you to be in a relatable energy right now. All right, you just want to see that dynamic between who's relatable to it and who's not, because people out of nowhere, especially in an intimate perspective right now. But when is you never not? It's always maiden season for y'all. So we got a transit. All right, as Libra seasons, cuffing seasons, Mayan seasons. Gemini be like, where y'all niggas, where y'all been at? What season was last? What was last season? Am I a step ahead or something? Am I too far on my north node or something, Boro? I gotta go back to the south node or something. It's been mating season for my whole 36 years of living. I was mating in the womb. I felt the other baby in the other. I felt some of the other baby's energies in there. Okay. Felt the little shorty that was in the womb, a couple rooms next door. Could pick up her energy. I could tell she was gonna look good. I was trying to send my little baby signal out. Ended up seeing her in 5th grade. See how that worked? You see how that worked? You know, Gemini gonna tell you some shit. You gotta think that shit to believe that shit. Like that sentence don't even. Do you hear what you just said, Gemini? That don't even make sense. What? You gotta think it to believe it. Is Gemini the top 5 signs think they know it all, y'all? Is they top 5 know it alls? What you mean? You think it, then you start believing it. Like, I don't think that's how the shit go, bro. Then how it go? You say some other different shit. It's like, bro, you gotta see it to believe. He's like, nigga, that's what's the difference? It's like, bro, don't start your mind game shit. I'm a Libra. Don't start. You could start that shit with somebody else. I'm a Libra. Don't start that mind game shit. It's not the same shit, bro. You know, I got a lot of Mars. I start getting a little offended. I get attacked. Feel like I'm getting stop that shit, bro. You making me feel like I'm stupid. Start that mind game shit. Do that shit with your girl? Some shit. That's not what you said. You talk fast, but not that fast for me. A Gemini sell you something 2 minutes later after you walk off like, what the fuck did I just buy? It's like, you bought it. It's like, yeah, but I can't really remember what the Gemini they just spent 3 minutes marketing the product to me. I can't tell you one thing they really said about this. What does this gadget do? How does it work? You try to get back in contact with Gemini, it's gone. Gone. You go back to your crib, you talk about this, like you go tell your homegirl, your sister, sibling, like, look at this bullshit this fast talking ass motherfucker sold me. Like, wait, hold on. Sibling go in the room, come out. This shit, right? This is the same shit. Where that nigga at? Like, Gemini done got you too? I've been trying to figure out this shit. I've been Googling. I've been trying to figure out how this shit work for weeks. I don't know if this shit got batteries, if it need batteries. I see a little charger outlet. I don't know what you think this do. Look like an egg beater. But it look like a wrench too. Use that as a weapon or something. I don't know. It's a little heavy. Okay, so Gemini's relax. That was all that. I just went on a rant just now because y'all energy be speeding me up. Every time I start talking about y'all, extra speed me up. So that's why it was easy for me to make that example because y'all good for speeding niggas up, making niggas make decisions that I didn't even get a chance to really make. You just made me real comfortable with making the decision at the time in the midst of that conversation. Gemini's try to persuade you to do things. Sometimes you gotta tell them, let me sleep on it. Gemini be like, no, nigga, stay awake on it. Nigga, what you gotta take so much time? It's like, nigga, you not about to speed talk me into this business, nigga. You make that shit sound, you make everything sound real good. I've been knowing you for a long time. You make everything sound real good. All right. Detaching yourself from unmeaningful social spaces. Your 5th house is creating new beginnings with things to birth, but your 11th house can be swaying your judgment. So that's why it's really important to get as close back to self as you are amongst the people you're related to, because you have to understand how people in your 11th house, people you may not even have the deepest rapport with, swaying your judgment about something, that a decision you really should be making on your own or relating it to closer relationships. So you gotta be careful right now. Full moon in the 11th house. Geminis, don't jump on nothing that you're not 100%, invested in right now because of somebody else. Be careful of that. Be careful of that. Notice people's personal agendas in group environments you're a part of, and relationships that don't support your creative aspirations are going to be highlighted right now. All right. But you also got to make sure that if these are relationships that are close to home and they don't see certain things, they don't relate with certain things that you see, that you can't jump into an extreme energy right now, neither. It's just helping you to understand who around you doesn't see things the way you see things or perceive things the way you do, to help you have more clarity about how to relate it. So you don't want to jump into no extreme energy because you can't relate something the way you want to. All right. I know how that's one thing we have in common now. We cousins. You know how we be frustrated as hell, feeling sour as hell. We try to relate something we were OD excited about. Niggas ain't feel that same way. Boy, that'll mess up an air sign day. Aquarius don't be setting themselves up for that. Gemini, Libras, we be setting ourselves up for that all the time. And then we start, next time the homie come talk to us or something, my girl come around like, what's wrong with you? Like, ain't shit. What you want? What you want to watch on Netflix? It's movie night, right? I'm here for the movie out. It's like, okay, what the fuck wrong with you? Your stream ain't go good or something? You ain't got enough collection plates? Fuck wrong with you? Libra season. It's Libra season. Lighten up, motherfucker. That's when I know I'm out of alignment. I got a girl, she start talking to me like that in Libra season. I'm like, I must be taking advantage of my energy. I must be being a real asshead right now. Okay, a lot of Libras is being petty right now, thinking that that's how Libras gonna take advantage of their solar return energy around this time. You try to make everything in the relationship go your way. What happened to the balance? What happened to that balance shit? Everything going your way now? Got Mars and Libra, gotta give us a break. All right. So that's what we got going on with my Gemini Sun's risings. All right, new beginnings in that fifth house. You're birthing a lot. I just want y'all to have discernment about what you're birthing, who you're birthing things with. Okay. It's an interactive season, y'all. It's an interactive season, man. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing this season. Cancers. Cancer sun rising. All right. Cancer sun risings. And by the way, chat, y'all just funny as hell. I just gotta say that. Y'all funny as hell. Cause y'all know I'm long-winded like a mug. Sometimes I go back to the stream just to catch up with certain things in the chat. Y'all just funny as hell in the chat. Be mad as hell. I don't see certain things in the chat. The church doing a lot of gossip during the word. I just hope y'all still receiving it. Okay. I believe my church is multi-talented and multifaceted in different ways. All right. So I believe that y'all could get that together. Cancer sun risings. Okay. Cancer sun risings. Now you're a square Cancer. All right. You got all type of shit. All type of shit going on. Sun hitting you from Libra. Mars hitting you from Libra. It's like, all right, first of all, y'all two gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax. Mars, I don't even like you like that. Cancer don't even like Mars. You doing too much right now, but you're coming through relationship. I'm talking right now. I'm talking about Cancers. Let's talk Cancers. Mars hitting you from Libra, so niggas is being intense in relationships. Now it's niggas like, wait, hold on. It's my turn to make shit comfortable. You always trying to make it comfortable for me. I want to do some shit. Y'all dealing with a lot of that in y'all relationships. Y'all dealing with niggas. Niggas was always niggas ain't never said nothing about your biscuits, but Mars getting into Libra, Sunday. Now niggas don't want to relate or want to. It's like, yo, when you gonna switch it up? It's like, wait, hold on. I thought this was what you like. When you gonna switch it up? Like, when you gonna ask me what I want? So it's like, all right, damn, universe, why are you forcing me to relate? So I thought, you know, I understand I'm cardinal water. I'm trying to create the vibe, but damn, am I so invested in my own way of creating it? So yeah, Cancer, you might be realizing that right now. So that example might be a reach, but that could be realistic. That could be is a little bit of an exaggeration, but you get what I'm trying to, convey for the most part. You're running into situations where your natural ability to establish the environment somewhere you may have realized where you missed pockets to relate in a certain way, you missed certain pockets to understand things in a certain way. You're so great with understanding that, that's another way. Like I said, we can get egos with anything. Like, so Cancers being so goddamn understanding, sometimes they can lose their mind, they can lose their ego and get some ego in that. It's like, damn, I really didn't understand. I thought I really understood you, but like, damn, hold on, okay, what are you really going through? Run it back. Let's do some real therapy. Okay, I didn't really digest all that the first time. My bad. So y'all run into a lot of these situations. Motherfuckers telling you like, no, because these past couple months, because this, that, and the third. Like, all right, damn. Mars and Libra, calm down. I could try to relate and get out of the creating and establishing my vibe type energy, but don't do it. You being too forceful, and don't even, because when Cancers start threatening you, or like Cancer threats they for real. Cancer threats you with the crazy eyes, like, nigga, if they start threatening you with the crazy eyes, you like, all right. Matter of fact, before I was about to fight that Gemini Sag, all that shit they were saying, it was a bluff to me, but I don't think that's a bluff. So Cancer, you receiving some heavy, possibly aggressive relationship energy. And it's now just full moon in Aries. All right. So you may feel uncomfortable trying to establish your personal vibe in some type of shape or form right now. And what's lit up, the 10th house is fully illuminated. So we're dealing with the work-family balance right now. This is a huge influence in your life right now. This is part of your life path. These houses are heavily associated with your life path. So with Aries in the 10th house, there needs to be some intention about anything going on with your navigating career, because there's career transformation. There's potential. Like I said, it's potential for transformation in all Aries houses. But It's potential transformation. But a lot of y'all are in spaces where you're the one about to initiate the transformation. You're about to quit. You're about to transition. You feel like you're about to get fired. You're about to get whatever. But there's a lot of that going on there, and you're in a space where, in the midst of the transformation, you got to realize this is actually a time to set it of initiative for something new. All right. So I got to get back to self and what I really want in this house. And I could feel more at home throughout the rest of Libra season, having more of an intention of how I'm relating it, right? Libra in the fourth house. In some type of shape or form, is part of the Cancer Sun rising life path to find some type of understanding within themselves by understanding others. Libra in the fourth house, right? This is why a lot of y'all, Libra in the fourth house, y'all have them parents that try to lay down the law on you, this, that, and the third. You may have been sensitive towards the type of structure or towards the type of ideologies your parents and your home environment had, but eventually you had to grow up and realize, damn, relationship dynamics are different. That was a child-parent relationship. I got to be aware of how I felt like that was either I was being bullied, like I'm just a sensitive mother. You know? You got to be careful with the cancer children now. All right? We got to be careful with our cancers, and we got to protect our cancers. It's real. This is real spill. It's not just because they're the babies. They, like I said, they are the moons of this. They're the human moons walking around. Listen, any of y'all that live with a cancer, this is one thing, especially me being Libra, we don't do confrontation. Man, if you dating a cancer, you live with a cancer, you got cancer roommate, you got cancer siblings, cancer. Man, when the cancer hot, the whole house feel that mother flipper. I'm lying, Leah. I'm lying, y'all. Look, there's 69 people in the chat. It was just 69 people when I said that. So that was God's way of saying, yeah, tell their ass, Boro. The whole neighborhood feels your mom mad. You got a messed up report card. You know you about to bring this report card home. You know your cancer mom about to tear your ass apart. But the whole neighborhood feeling it before your ass. You getting back to you already crying. You trying to think of different defense. You know, when we young, we trying to think of different defensive tactics. I was pretty smart. Sometimes I used to just get under the covers, but I used to act like it still hurt. That shit was not hurting. Like, shit. I was acting like a mug, but my mom ended up catching on. It was my ass when she caught on. Oh, it was my ass. I thought I was a good actor. She's whooping my ass one day. She started hitting me. I'm like, no, that shit still hurt. It was hurting still. That shit wasn't hurting your ass. You was acting. Now kneel on the floor. I gotta get some hits on your skin now. Put your hands out. Hitting you 6 times. If you move these mother flippers, it's your ass. Y'all, I don't know if y'all came from that. I came from that. I came from that. My children is lucky that I endured some of that to break some of this physical abuse in my lineage. My children lucky I ain't passing down that torture. My punishment is go sit in the corner, read your nail chart for 30 minutes. And you better tell me some new shit when you come back. Tell me some shit you told me last week, but you better figure some new shit out about your shit. Boy, you better start understanding some new shit about your life path, or I'm going upside your shit. Figure out that sun moon square. 30 minutes. Here, do my transits. You got an hour. If that shit don't add up, if the shit you say don't come true in the next month, damn, how you spiritually punishing him how you give him a spiritual challenge for punishment? Like, this nigga want me to make him do perfect transits. Nigga, I'm 7. I don't know what the fuck finna happen to you these next 2 months. Nigga, we just started with the planets last week. You're going too fast, Mr. Teacher Father Guy. Damn. Do you work this fast with your clients, your church members, as you say? What you? Sorry, it's my little sad son. It's my little fire sign son. Do that talk back shit with me. I let too many of you fire signs slide with that shit in my life. Not my child. I'm not taking the Aries talk back shit from my child. I done did it with too many of y'all. It is not going to manifest through my lineage, through my kinfolk. Mm-mm. That's where I draw the line. So Cancer Sun rises, okay? Releasing any resentment with things that didn't go your way in your career path. This is, like I said, in the midst of transformations right now, right? You see me, look at me now. Them ass whoopings helped something. I'm already all over the place. So if I didn't get them ass whoopings, I don't know where I would be at today. I'm already still trying to figure this life out. Astrology and all, natal chart and all. Maybe some days I'll be looking at your natal chart and like, you know what? With the shit I just went through today, I don't know if there's an answer for this shit in the chart, because this is some bullshit, God. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse at you. I wasn't cursing at you, God. Once again, you made up these words. It ain't my fault. You made everything. But damn, where's the answer for this? Okay? You ain't say I was going to be married for a month. Where was that at? This is my 8th one. You playing games, God. I don't know which placement it is. I don't know. I don't know. It's my 20th reading. Boy, I got another one. Is another synastry. That's what it is. Girl, you tapped out. No more synastries for you. That's it. You done. You don't have to. I'll do any other reading. What you want, a past life? You want to transit? I ain't talking about relationships and that shit. Just know that. You want to transit. I ain't bringing up shit about relationships. This is your 9th synastry reading. I'm about to make up. You need a solitude reading. I'm about to make up the new one. You know I got a new service now. Come book this service and figure out why you need to sit your ass down. That's the new one. You need an isolation reading. Okay? Cancer Sun, Cancer rises, allowing yourself to be intentional about what you desire within your work-family balance. What you desire this to look like, this is a time where you can start to impose your will on that. So like I said, I really want y'all to see the pocket to take initiative with things in your career space, even though I feel like it's unstable. A lot of times when we're going through, like I said, guys, transformations, new opportunities in our life, or new opportunities in our life are often disguised as transformations, right? As endings. So if y'all are in any type of shaky ground, right? Don't really know what type of direction y'all want to take with your career path and whatnot. This is allow yourself to, take the midst of Libra season to digest that, right? But right now, no extreme reactions in this space. Don't just quit. Don't just, jump into the impulse of starting something within a career path, making extreme career. Be careful all of that. Be careful all of that right now. Cancer Sun, Cancer rising. Okay? And be careful how the things that are pressuring you or influencing you, be careful how that comes out of your 4th, 10th house axis in general. Your coworker persuading you to do some shit you really not 100% about. Your family member persuading you to do something you're not 100% about, right? So you need to find your individual intention about how you want to navigate this space, what you're building. And like I said, it'll create more relationships. The rest of Libra season, going into eclipse season, Libra in the 4th house, it'll create more opportunities for you to connect to people that can fit in your 4th house. You knowing yourself more during the full moon and understand what your what a lot of y'all actually going through situations in this area is like, damn, I've been working this career. This not really, it wasn't who influenced me to do this shit. Like, was it my mom, my father? This ain't it. Or this project that I'm working and building with this, that, and the third. No, I ain't feeling this. A lot of this energy right now. So the person you want to project to the world right now, Cancer Sun rising, and things that's going on in your 10th house with career path, if you feel like your individuality isn't implemented into it, this is what's going to be fully illuminated. Okay, so take your time understanding how you're going to digest that, but understand it's going to lead towards you having to make sure you allow yourself to find your individuality with whatever direction and path you take here. Whatever feels like a burden in the 10th house. If there is anything that feels heavy, like a burden, like a responsibility you don't want in career no more, and you feeling heavy around that, heavy around this energy around this time, that's gonna be a signal of, you know, something that's been heavy here, something you've been upholding in the 10th house. You don't want to uphold this no more. You don't want to build towards this no more. You want to jump into some Saturn energy. You want to break it down. You want to break down the foundation here and get closer to self and who you feel like you are, right? And who you represent out in the world. So when it comes into Libra in that 4th house, right? Once again, when it comes into that Libra in the 4th house, you being more intentional about what's going on here, you'll see some relationships start to change that you're connected to by default. You taking more initiative for what you want in your career space and who you want to build towards being in the world. This alone is going to help you identify people that may have placed projections on you in your 4th house, certain influence that you brought out of your 4th house of who you believe you are and how that has created an outlook of what you believe you can do in the 10th house. So it can be a lot of these type of breakthroughs you're going through here. You got Libra in the 4th house. Understand this, Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising. Libras is the sign that want to always tag along. You may have grew up with influences in your home that your parents may have really wanted you to relate to something, right? And whether you related or not, it's cardinal air. So it was a pressure to relate to it, almost to a point. It's like, I know, like, my pops, my mom's, my family home environment going to be a little discouraged if I don't align with this ideology. So you may have related and aligned through it, you know, through the sense of just honoring the respect for your 4th house environment, some type of shape or form. So a lot of understandings about these things can be developed around this time. Okay. But once again, the sun is in your home, your home, your 4th house, right? So this season is going to continue to help you understand what type of relationship properties are needed in the ones that are close to home, the ones that affect this right here, right? Something goes on with somebody in the 11th house, whatever. 4th house, right? 3rd house, these relationships, we go to sleep thinking about these shits. We wake up thinking about it, okay? So allowing yourself to be intentional about what you do. Okay, possibly detaching, transforming, or stepping back from your current workspace. You may have to do that around this time. Okay, it'll create an environment for your relationships that are close to home to be supported and your personal well-being overall. All right, Leo Suns, Leo Risings, the 9th house, fully illuminated. Shout out to my Leo Suns, Leo Risings. You're in the sextile season right now, and shit, fire signs, shit. The sun is harmonizing with you, and the full moon harmonizing with you. All right, so as of right now, with the 9th house being lit up, I need my Leo rising to understand that this is a space where you guys are able to ground yourself when it comes into what you want to explore. As a fire sign, you guys see, and sometimes being able to see, you can see ahead of yourself, and this creates huge potential. Yeah, right, huge visions. A lot of fire signs can have huge aspirations for things, but with Aries in your 9th house right now is the time for you to get a bit more grounded with being intentional about how to go about exploring the things you want to explore, but also how it plays a part in relationship to your 3rd house, about how you need to pay attention to your surroundings first. The sun is in your 3rd house, so before we jump too deep into things that we want to explore and you want to set intention about, the North Node is in here, so you've been jacked up about that too. The North Node in this house is a dope ass transit, right? Because it's going to open up new opportunities for you to explore and experience things you never did before. Okay, but it's pushing you to find a lesson in everything, though. Okay, so it's quick karma here. Karma work a little bit different here with North Node in the 9th house. All right, but it's also pushing you in a position for you to understand the knowledge and wisdom that you do have, and that'll be exemplified in different circumstances, where it's people encouraging you to express your knowledge and wisdom. You manifest in position where, like, yeah, let this person take the initiative because they have the experience with it. So I hope you Leo Suns and Risings are seeing these things. But when it comes into this area, you want to make sure you're in a grounded space, and what you want to explore and you're inspired to adventure on and experience is not, taking you too far away, right, from the things that might matter in your surroundings. Your surroundings are more important at the moment. So it's like a lot of y'all may be in the spaces like, damn, I thought I'd probably retire by this age, or I thought I'll be able to like experience this next year, this and that. Third. Okay, I realized, damn, I'm real passionate about that shit, but I got to take care of the home a little bit more. I should budget for this a little bit more. Opportunities for that'll come. So y'all dealing with a lot of some of this energy. The full moon is also bringing up anything to the surface that's dealing with some experience you already have with things you know how to take initiative with. All right. So when it comes into the relationship dynamics, you're gonna know what type of relationships close to home. To shout out to Kira. Shout out to you, Sister Q, with the catch up the collection plate. Shout out to you, Sister. God, you know God's gonna do something. You know God's gonna bless you, woman. You know that. That's how Pastor be trying to get you to keep giving them collection plates. Do you know that? You know that the way you've been giving these collection plates, I've been giving all type of extra prayer for you behind the scenes. How's life been going? Right? It's because I'm doing all that extra prayer for you. That's why. That's why you got that new job. All right. You see how that work you give and God give back to you? All right. Y'all finna have me channel my inner Creflo Dollar up here. Y'all finna get me my jet. All right. So I can teach y'all from up there. Cause I don't like teaching y'all being on the same ground as y'all. I need to be in my jet giving the word. Let y'all look up at me. I'm gonna jump into my Creflo Dollar bag. All right. So Leo Suns, Leo Risings, also releasing how relationships influence your beliefs. Third house. Libra in the third house. Man, Leo Sun, Leo Risings, their whole life is growing up, seeing everybody rolling in packs in their environment, and you know, they're the life. They give life to things, so they're usually being influenced to participate into it. And this is where Leo Suns, Leo Risings kind of learn through, like, damn, I gotta learn who to pick, and niggas just be wanting me to participate. Be like, I gotta start understanding what other niggas be doing and what's going on. All right. Be a lot of things Leo could get into in their environment, Libra in there, and they learn. So when you get into that, right now we're dealing with the full moon energy. You understand how some of your beliefs in the first place may be shaped based off of your relationships at home. So continue the rest of Libra season during eclipse season. Some things might get real dark or get cut off from things you may have been real familiar with because you're trying to progress towards new things, right? You're trying to progress outside of your third house environment, right? Or get closer to more harmonious relationships based in comparison to ones you may have evolved from, or don't align with some of the things that you're building and trying to, attract some support for, exchange energy with. All right. Leo Suns, Leo Risings, new beginnings are in your third. So you don't want to lose sight by looking too far ahead. Realizations about the experiences you have through a personal journey or an experience in general can be applied in your relationship. So you have to be aware about right now something that you've been experienced right now, and you're seeing it play out in your relationship. And this is your ability to, show God and universe, no, I have a more wiser way of dealing with this. I'm gonna choose to communicate with this person. I'm gonna choose to listen. I'm gonna choose to give it more time. I'm gonna choose to detach. Whatever it is, I know better right now. Yeah. So if y'all know better, do better right now, Leo Suns Risings. Y'all give too much. Y'all give too much life to the point sometimes you get a little blind when sometimes Leo say things like, you ask somebody what they flaws, like, I give too much. That's everybody's flaw. You ask them, what's your flaw? I give too much. I'm a giver. Leo, certain placements, I hear that giver shit from. I know if there's huge validity behind that. Leo tell me, like, I don't know. I think I just kind of overgive at times. Leo, I hear Leo say that. I know, like, okay, yeah, you need to have more discernment about what you give life to. So yes, new beginnings are in your third. Okay. It could be some things in your environment and your surroundings right now that either could be refreshing during the course of Libra season, or things, once again, the third house is what you're familiar with. Knowledge, habits, skills you already have, and you're gaining more of an awareness how they could be applied with more efficiency at this point of your life. All right. So that's what we got going on for my Leos. Virgo Suns, Virgo Risings. The eighth house. The eighth house is fully illuminated. Okay. Now we know a moon transit in the eighth house is already one thing, but a full moon transit, that's some other business right there. Okay, so for the most part, you already have, who's this? This Virgo, right? Damn, Virgo rise. This man, like I said, man, the chart, man. I just every time we go through search, it just remind me why some of y'all got the ways y'all have, and Virgos can act all innocent if they want. They got that goddamn Aries eighth house. Don't let that innocent bull job get you. You hear me, church? Church, you listening right now? Yeah? You talk, pastor. Because you're giving real worship. That one lady in the front row, one old lady in the front row. But she full of life, though. She got more oldest in the church, got more life than everybody in the church. Because she let the word life in her up. That's why. Okay. So right now, Virgos, don't let the Virgo sun rise. Don't let the let that innocent aura get you. Got such a gentle lot. Virgos be having that gentle aura, Virgo rising. Don't try to act so gentle and soft. All right. Because I realize you're a little, I've been talking to you for a couple minutes. I realize I could tell by the comments, you ain't easy to move. I feel that mutable earth. Like you willing to move, but you like, hold on, wait. I always pick up that vibe so quick with the Virgo. That's why it's easy to guess the Virgo. I'm like, you a Virgo, ain't you? Trying to communicate with me, but not communicate with me. You trying to communicate with me, but interview me without not giving up too much, but getting everything from me. I know that game, Virgo. You a Virgo? Yeah, I'm a Virgo. How you know? Because I feel like I'm about to get a job right now. Is you hiring, mother flipper? That's how you guess the Virgo right there. Okay? I mean, 1 second, family. 1 second. 1 second, y'all. All right, gang. All right, gang. Pastor just need 2 minutes real quick. Pastor just need 2 minutes how to get it right. All right, we back with it. Okay, damn. First thing I just remember as soon as I get back, I just feel the energy of me dragging Virgo as soon as I got back. Damn, Virgos, my bad. I was going crazy on ya. Eighth house fully illuminated. All right. You know, the eighth house dealing with our deep desires and our passions, and this is what's highlighted for my Virgo sun's risings around this time. All right. Now, the thing about the full moon in the eighth house, we know the eighth house is where we keep our spiritual baggage in a deep place, right? The place that we don't be wanting to go and look at under the bed and in our closet, like, yeah, I'll deal with that insecurity another time. That's one of those ones. When the full moon get in there, especially when it's fully illuminated, we can't you can't not feel that. You can't not look under the bed around this time. And you got Aries here, Virgo. All right. So a lot of times having Aries in the eighth house, any type of spiritual baggage can come from you being extreme with something and it causing transformation. Okay. And you start to hold resentment on yourself like, damn, was I wrong for taking initiative? It's like, no, you wasn't wrong for taking initiative in that situation, Virgo sun rising. It's just that you went about it in an extreme way because you might have held it up so much, right? You might have held up something, chose upholding something, working, building up on something so much to the point when you finally released, it was transformative. And now to yourself, you thinking you did something wrong. So you can manifest a lot of baggage like that with Aries in the eighth house as a Virgo sun, Virgo's rising. So these are the certain things that y'all starting to pick back up on. Like, damn, okay, damn, it wasn't my fault. I don't need to feel bad about that. It's always going to be something to lighten up when you got a full moon transit in the eighth house. This is God and universe way of showing you, like, yo, Virgo, I don't need you feeling heavy about that. When you got a full moon in the eighth house, you need to look at it like that. Like God letting you don't need to be feeling heavy on that no more. It's getting away, and it's getting in the way of a lot of things I want you to take initiative with. I want you to transmute that. So right now, a lot of you guys are catching the natural influence, even if you ain't hear nothing about this full moon transit, you're naturally going to be in the influence of feeling like I have to take things that I may not feel the most positive about in my past and find ways to help that support things I'm working on. I do feel passionate and heavy about from a positive perspective. All right. So there's a lot of whenever we talk, the eighth house already deal with transformation, right? And the full moon got Aries lit up right now. It should be a lot of self-encouragement in the air right now when it comes into making sure, when it comes into you understanding you could, deal with attachments in general, right? Having courage to deal with things with certain power and control dynamics, y'all may have been dealing with. Listen, it's Aries in the eighth. Virgo Sun's risings could write a book about power and control dynamics. Could write a book. Okay. I know a lot of Virgos that then got taken advantage of and then got in a position where they could have did somebody dirty. Not even the person that they were taking advantage of, like somebody was just coming to them so open where they could have manipulated them just like they've been manipulated in the past in some type of shape or form. And Virgo, God be looking at y'all. Okay, Virgo, is you gonna move right? Is you gonna be righteous? Or you gonna try to get back? So I need my Virgo sun rising to realize them points. All right. It's like, now let me not jump into that bag. Just because I experienced this, I don't need to carry this type of mentality into my relationship. Now, we know we got Libra in a second. So eclipse season is coming, new beginnings when it comes into finances. There's some burdens that could eventually be lifted with finances right now. Virgo suns, Virgo risings. Okay. But you need to be intentional about what you're feeling heavy on, right? What you're already attached to. You might be participating in things that was depleting you of resources, participating in anything that was just feeling heavy on you in general. Full moon transit, the eighth house, anything that's heavy, the moon is not playing, trying to take care of that there. That's why we have to be careful around this time, Virgo sun rising, because you're extreme with it. You fuck around, hit up your ex that you feel like should hit you up first right now. And it's like, no, Virgo, you supposed to hold out. You just lost. You lost all the leverage. You got done dirty. Now they look like I knew she was going to hit my shit back. Now you feeling crazy during the full moon. Like, why did I just give him all that validation? You feel me? I'm not the one. Virgo, I know you're Virgo. I know how the Virgos rock. Y'all take initiative apologizing to fix something. You're not even supposed to be apologizing. You just want this person to hurry up and fix something. So you're like, what? I'm going to act like I did some shit wrong. Listen, I'm sorry. Can we just get this back going? It's like, Virgo, you ain't supposed to be apologizing about shit. All right. So y'all may be in some of these circumstances right now. I need y'all to move wisely. All right. I need y'all to move thoroughly. Okay. So deep desires, passions, and attachments are fully illuminated. Intense. My Virgo brother been going nuts about his girl. Listen, man. Listen, it get crazy here. Intense influences to transmute attachments, right? You don't need to get your get back. You need to get right with you, right? That's the solution right now, Virgo Sun Risers. Be careful going about this in an extreme way. Power control issues are magnified right now, super magnified, right? Especially when you got Libra in your second house. So people are always trying to get you to relate to building something with them, right? Where you have something you value, that third, somebody, oh yeah, I used to be a manager. I could help you this time. No, sit your narrow-headed ass down. Ain't nobody actually, I ain't looking for a manager. Y'all know them old school like Temptation, Five Heartbeats, the shady manager. Virgos be running into them niggas Libra in the second house. Fast talk like, yeah, I've been on Shaka Khan. Go look it up. Get you, yeah, yeah. I'm in the music video. Like, nigga, I didn't see you in the music video, nigga. Shaka Khan, she did the fro back then. You can't really see me as her fro blocking me. Got the Moulin Rouge fro. Okay. Told his ass to read a book. Okay. So intense influence of transmute attachments. Okay, power control issues magnified. Understanding how your attachments are affecting your new beginnings in a second. So we don't want nothing dealing with motherfuckers in the eighth house getting in the way of things cutting up with finances in the second house. People that want to relate and support things that you're building that could eventually be monetized, eventually lead into some monetary gains right now. Once again, the rest of the season, a lot of the things that you value right now, if you know you're not supposed to be connecting to these things right now, they finna get eclipsed. All right, so we want to realize these things now. This transit with the full moon eighth house helping you understand where the desire may derive from these things you attach to, from the things you may overindulge in. All right, so we got that going on. And lastly, hard to commit to new opportunities because of attachments, right? Libra, that's part of what's coming in the second house. Maybe some dope opportunities for you to be able to build somebody else, right? Get some type of, be in an environment to get some type of guidance, support from somebody else. But because Aries in the eighth house is still holding on to something that didn't go their way or whatnot, right? Still holding resentment for not being able to just thrust through something in the time frame you wanted to, because that's so much passion to deal with in that house, so much intensity to deal with in that house, right? And Virgo Suns, Virgo Rising, I know y'all can harbor a lot of that. So I just want y'all to take your time digesting that, understanding what you're attached to and how it affects what you value now, and transforming, any heavy energies and shifting towards more value, more positive things in your life and relationships and people that will bring more positive values into life, that'll support the values that you have, right? So that's what we got going on for my Virgos. All right, Libras. All right, Libra sunrises. Happy solar return to all my Libras in the building. Understanding what's best right now. You're in a state where you have to understand what's best for yourself among partnerships to keep things balanced. A lot of right now with this Aries Libra axis, depending on people's energies, they got to look at things from a certain perspective to keep things balanced in their partnerships. Libra, you have to understand right now. You have to understand what's best for yourself in this situation, because the sun is in Libra. The sun and Mars been in Libra. So what Mars does when it gets into Libra, it helps the Libra to understand. It may make Libra extreme. It may make Libra attract extreme situations. It may make Libra jump into selfish energies at times. But what it can help Libra to understand is how they have over participated into relationships, into partnerships that have no substance of whatsoever, right? So right now, Libra, I'm not saying this from a selfish perspective, like you need to understand what's you need to do what's best for yourself, but you already in relationship energy by default. So it's the full moon in Aries. To stay in alignment, you need to understand, how you may have participated in certain influences, in certain environments, certain social spaces, to the point like you don't feel the I am, you don't feel your I am in this environment, and you're realizing like, damn, I'm connected, relating to so much motherfuckers, but this ain't got nothing to do with self. Ain't got nothing to do with self, right? So Libra, you got to make sure you're allowing yourself the self notice here, right? So any relationship experience and wisdom that you do have, you need to be the example of that, being more righteous with relationship, wisdom in general. Okay, and the sun is and Mars is here, so you may be thrown into forceful situations. Okay, maybe thrown into forceful situations to have to demonstrate that you're more righteous, making relationship decisions, not trying to enforce your cardinal air, your ideology, how you feel like a relationship activity should go. I know we the relationship signs, but we cardinal air. We all forceful and aggressive, trying to force some shit. Okay, it's just we do it with the thoughts. We try to force our partner to relate to what we want them to relate to. right? So it's important to understand this around this time. It's been a long year, Libra. Solar eclipse is popping off with you. So when we talk about attachments, when we talk about relationships that don't lack substance, when we talk about the you being able to embrace the Aries North Node, even though it's your season right now, you still being able to embrace this Aries North Node, right? Utilizing the Libra South Node, utilizing your relationship experience to navigate how you go about doing things on your own, because you understand the effects of overcompensating and you understand the effects of being able to establish things on your own and then being able to relate to others. So you understanding these dynamics around this time, full moon in that seventh house is helping you to be in more of a space like, all right, let me get as close to self as much as possible and see how much of these relationships are on my type time, because I know I'm gonna relate. Let me just use the full moon in Aries to have more clarity about who I'm relating to relates to the things that I'm individually into, so I don't lose self, right? Because jumping into Libra energy is not what I have to do. But the full moon energy is here to correct me, to make sure I'm not overcompensating, I'm not overdoing it, right? And also watching your Venus energy, right? What is, like I said, eclipse season. So Taurus, Libras, Libra in general, because it is popping off on Libra, but lunar eclipses in Taurus too. So there's a lot of new beginnings for the Venus signs in general, but it could be some transformative cycles in the midst of starting if we cannot identify, overindulgence in our life, or us overdoing Venus energy. It could be a shaky next 6 months to a year for Venus placements. And that's for everybody, because eclipse season is dealing with the Venus signs. But obviously, if you have strong Venus energy in your chart, you more vulnerable into being caught in the mix, because you always pushing that energy out. So who's gonna overindulge first? All right, who has the potential to? Okay, so understanding what's best for you, for yourself, among your partnerships or who you're participating with, seeing who's in alignment with the things that you're personally trying to push out to help keep things balanced. Because you have to look at it from that perspective, because it's easy for you to jump into the considering somebody else's input energy, right? You could jump into that. You still want to impose your what you think into something, so it be up to you. You be knowing when somebody be right. You be knowing, and you still trying to impose something. Like, no, you just consider and be fair if you're gonna be fair, Libra. Be fair if you're gonna be fair. Okay? Libra try to say they no, this is the balanced way to do it. No, that's your way. That's your way to do it. It's not the balance. I didn't try to speak for me. So magnifying power and control issues, right? Relationship values can be under transformation at the moment in general. In general, how you looking at relationships in general, Libra? That shit is under the scope right now, right? You're identifying your behavior in relationships. You're identifying why you feel like you attract certain influences in your relationships. You're understanding how the lack of your I am, or establishing your I am, or feeling like how you know yourself plays a part in your relationship experiences. So it's really deep. Obviously, we understand the activity going on, right? So that's what we got going on with the full moon in the seventh. Question here: who's willing to reflect what's in your first house? All right, who's willing to reflect what the Libra Sun rising got going on in their first house? Because that's where the sun is at. So right now, you're in spaces that when you express yourself, it's because the sun is in your sign. It's easy for you to feel like, damn, I thought my son was gonna be able to bounce off these type of moons or these type of energies I got to reflect about. Like, damn, I don't really feel it like that. I mean, this kind of what's been going on. It's just that the sun is in my sign, so I'm able to see it now. I've been overcompensating in relationships. I've been trying to get too many people to be included in things I need to do by my own. All right. So the full moon is here to correct you. Okay. You may, on the most extreme level, full moon in seventh house in Aries, with the nodes here, you may have somebody just really come at you crazy around this time, like cuss you out, Libra, extreme power and control, advent, disrespect you. This is where y'all got to be careful being extreme during the full moon. This is where y'all got to be careful being extreme, because that'll be a power, that'll be a highlight of you knowing that, damn, I let too much rock. I'm too passive in some type of shape or form. So that full moon in Aries is pushing you to put your foot down in some type of shape or form. All right. So that's what we got going on there. Shout out to all my Libras, man. Once again, happy birthday. Okay, Scorpios. Scorpio sun risings. Okay, sixth house. Sixth house is fully illuminated. Now, Aries in the sixth house, you always push here. You're in conjunction, so you always push here to take some type of initiative when it comes into how you go about building, structuring, working on something, right? When it comes into your well-being, you're always forced to have to do this, get research on your own individually, go through transformations, doing things, on your own at times. You try to heal yourself. Try to put toothpaste on your pimple and something. You try to heal yourself. That shit got worse. It's like, I'm going through all type of transformations trying to heal myself. I be wild. I be forgetting to act and understand when I got to ask for some help here. Scorpio sun risings. Yeah, I know Scorpio Sunrise has some of that going on in there. Because Aries, you always gonna get into some shit and some type of transformation in that house, trying to do something on our own we shouldn't be doing on our own, in some type of way, right? So when we talk about the full moon transiting here, okay, Mars already here. Remember, Mars has already got these houses turned up. So these houses been turned up, y'all, right? Full moon has just feel it on a deeper level. Full moon transit in the seventh house right now. Sixth house. Scorpio, magnifying power and control issues in the workplace. You got Aries in the sixth house. There's always somebody trying to get you to do some extra work, stay extra hour, extra shift, this, that, and the third. You working and building on something with somebody else. They trying to make you do too much where you be running into them power control issues in the sixth house. So these situations are, you got to identify them right now. They're like I said, they're fully illuminated. It's easy for you to see these things or feel heavy about these things. These are the things y'all could release about right now. These are the things y'all could be extreme about right now. There may be a sense of transformation going on in this area too, about how you want to deal with structuring your workplace, deal with structuring your routine, implementing some sense of schedule, understanding what you need to take out your schedule, this, that, and the third. So y'all playing the full moon is helping pushing y'all into that energy and seeing, what's here that you need to allow yourself to take, notice here, right? What are you allowing yourself to take initiative for how you build things in your life, right? The sixth house, I like to call the sixth house the spiritual engine, all right? It's the spiritual engine. This is the routine house. This is schedule house that keep what you got going on in career intact, all right? Or what you're trying to build in general intact. So when we look at, and then we got Libra where? In the 12th house. Scorpio understanding how to take more initiative for what they're building in the sixth house, what they're carving up, right? Working repetitively in a routine in the sixth house is helping things to be related with your aspirations in the 12th house. Once you have more intention with that in the sixth house, right? It helps have more clarity with how you navigate, relate things, or even open up opportunities, especially with eclipse season coming about, opening up opportunities to relate things that you're working on, right? And create new potentials here, create new experiences, connecting to other people on a creative level, business level, whatever it may be. But that's what you're paying attention to with the sun in Libra right now in your 12th house, right? Who can I relate with the things I've experienced, my subconscious, my beliefs, my creative aspirations, right? How do I get centered and create an environment to be able to relate it to others? A lot of y'all may feel a little lost, may have came into this season feeling a little lost because Mars came here, so it brings a sense of individuality, understanding how your beliefs is different from others. So whatever discouragement or realizations may came from that, right? So with all these different realizations going on here, and you seeing how your influences or your outlook on things and with your aspirations is different from others or relatable to others, the full moon is helping you understand if we take initiative here about what we're building and structuring, it'll help the 12th house to have more clarity or create these opportunities. Spiritually, this is the influence that y'all picking up right now. So when I say y'all in a state of transformation in the sixth house, some of y'all may be done with that spot right now. Y'all may be done with that job. A lot of y'all transition out that job. You just realize you can't be in that environment. There's different changes. There's changes in the workspace, staff changes. So there's a lot going on here, and some of these things may be influencing you. Like, yo, don't you feel a little unstable? Because Aries don't like that energy. Aries don't like being in a space where it can't have some sense of authority, right? So once again, this is where the power and control dynamics come from in this area. So you want to allow yourself to look at these transformations and try to see the opportunity in it to either detach from something or, set a precedent within the transformation, right? So you don't feel like the transformation just moving you. You're like, no, things were changing, but I decided to do this because I knew it would create opportunity for me to usher in my own way of establishing the I am in my sixth house, right? And eventually 12th house in Libra, spiritually, subconsciously, intuitively, the frequency vibration you in. Throw all them spiritual phrases you want, but Libra in that 12th house, you being in that vibration gonna connect you to people who relate to what you got going on in your subconscious and your imagination. Help you also filter out some past experiences that you may have resentment about with working with people in general in these axes. Okay, so that's what we got. Oh wait, hold on, I want to make sure that's all. I was about to just skip over. I didn't read all my notes. Scorpio, question: do you have unnecessary burdens here? Right. Once again, in the sixth house, are you working somewhere where you don't have to work here? You could go work at this other spot. You could go get hired there. You don't have to uphold this responsibility in this project, this, that, and the third. Like, where's your unnecessary burdens with things that you're working on? You got to identify these things right here. Transformations with the workplace and projects in general. Yep. Don't feel away having to press pause or reflect on something that you're building instruction. Don't try to force the issue right now. Any type of project or anything you're building, like no forcing the issue here right now. New aspirations making their way into the sixth house, right? So we want to make sure we have intention, right? Once again, be intentional about the sixth house environment, because eclipse season is popping off in your 12th. So for the next 6 months to a year, right? The foundation, the environment that's in your sixth house, that's the space that's gonna usher in the opportunities for these new aspirations. Right now, Scorpio Suns rises, don't be surprised if y'all bump into somebody or you're able to connect with somebody that has a resource. Y'all know how y'all Scorpios do. Y'all 8th house and y'all be attracting all type of motherfuckers. It be coming down to y'all desires. Whatever y'all desires, y'all be attracting people who got it, who got resources for that. Okay? So right now, I just want y'all to make sure y'all understand that because opportunities can be ushered in from other people in your 12th house. We don't want to have the 6th house too scattered. All right, we don't want to have the 6th house too scattered or have a lack of direction here. So now this opportunity comes. It's like, damn, I don't know, I could work on this. Damn, I'm going back to this job. I don't know if I'm gonna go back to this job. Like these type of things, right? This energy is helping us to get more to the self of a setting initiative of what we want there and kind of being open to the transformation. It's a little bit of belief energy, risk energy we jumping into with this full moon in Aries in a bit, y'all. It's a little bit of risk energy with this. Okay, Eclipse season is right around the corner, so that's why I gotta keep emphasizing, guys. We got something waiting for us, y'all. This is the time to prep for it. We just gotta receive. We're gonna be able to receive soon. All right. Let's not be too extreme right now. All right. New aspirations making their way into the sixth, and routine and wellness is everything. Pay attention to your body and well-being. Okay. Sagittarius sun risings. Fifth house is fully illuminated. All right. You another one getting hit with some good energies right now. Libra sextile and you, right? The fire. So Leo Sagittarius got it going on right now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all just help a brother out. Help send a collection plate. Send somebody else a collection plate. Sagittarius, Leo. If you in a position to give. I tell y'all gotta understand the points in your life where you gotta be able to give and receive. Can I get an Ashe? All right. Sagittarius, fifth house, fully illuminated. Okay, it's a party in my city, yeah. All right, so your life a little lit for y'all and everything. All right, a lot of interaction going on. Right, 5th, 11th house axis lit up. So for the most part, Aries in the 5th house, paying attention to feeling the need to slow down. It's okay. It's okay right now, Sagittarius sunrise. You mad, eager, excited to birth something new, and it most likely might be something involving other people. Okay, so make sure you're not jumping too ahead. I believe this full moon is going to be able to be a period to slow y'all down and really help y'all understand what y'all are about to birth if it's involving birthing something with somebody else, right? What am I about to participate with these other people in this 11th house? Let me make sure I'm connected to self as much as possible when it comes to my creative aspirations, the things I want to birth. So the things I'm participating in during the eclipse season, Libra in the 11th house, these things actually don't get in the way of what I know individually I want to birth. Aries ain't going for it in the 5th. North Node transit in the 5th right now. This is the time of your life to take initiative birthing what you individually are into, and you'll know that you're really in this space with universe making everything that you may relate to or things that would possibly change if you took initiative jumping into some type of creative endeavor, something that you wanted to birth in general, and you feel that pressure. You feel like, damn, I know this is going to change the transform. That's how you know you're dealing with that North Node pressure right there. But that's how you know you're in alignment too. Okay. So paying attention to feeling the need to slow down with anything you're creating and birthing. Children and childlike activity can be of significance right here. So once again, feeling you can feel how you've neglected something with the inner child with the full moon transiting the 5th house, something that your inner child really needs right now, right? It may be something that you know you've been wanting to birth and connect to the 11th house eventually. something that you've been disconnected from a creative perspective. All of these things right now, if there's anything that inner child, like, please, Sad Sun Rising, can we get a little some of that, a little some of this? Whatever that is, all right, that is, you're going to be feeling all of that right now. But the thing is, the full moon in the fifth house now. Now, the fifth house rules fun. We already know there's a lot of lights and colors. This house, there's a lot of stuff going on in this house. It's real fun there. You got to make sure you have the ability to you got to know your time there. You got to know, like, I'm only good for, I can only be in the fifth house for an hour. Once I'm 2 hours, 3 hours, it's too much for me. I'm not built like that. It's like New York City in the fifth house. I'm from New York, so yeah, you don't realize until you start getting out of New York, motherfuckers. There's motherfuckers that's like, nah, I can't fuck with that shit. You like, damn, that shit ain't everybody's speed. Thought it was the heart of the shit. Times Square, who don't want to be in New York? Niggas be like, I'll pass. A million motherfuckers in one island. Sit y'all asses. Damn. All right. So shit. Sagittarius sun rising. Okay. But that full moon in the fifth house, this is where I don't want y'all to be in extreme at. Be careful being extreme with any type of fifth house influences when you know you can probably, I can stay at the night tonight. I can stay at the night. I can stay at the crib tonight. I can stay in the crib tonight. It's a full moon week, my fifth house. You know, I don't gotta do too much. I already got a lot of interaction going on in 11th house. There's a lot of things pulling on your energy in 11th house right now in general. So you just want to make sure you're identifying what the inner child needs. This is going to help you understand how you're able to continue to relate these things in the 11th house. There may be something that you need to get aligned with from a creative perspective and set initiative on it with Aries in the fifth house, so you have more clarity with what you're relating with people in the 11th house. Eclipse season popping up in your 11th house. A lot of new connections. You're in a space to meet a lot of new people right now. So in these next coming months, Sagittarius sun rising, I want y'all to know what is it you have to bring into the 11th house. I want y'all to know what you got going on. So when you run into this influx of people, you're not discouraged or you're not overwhelmed. You know what you got going on, so you know what to tell people. They might sounds like a dope opportunity. Can't participate. That definitely supports what I got going on. Boom. So this is where your opportunities are being filtered from. Okay. Becoming more intentional about your expression on all levels, creative expression, self-expression in your personal, intimate relationships. When we talk about expression, I'm not talking about you on the stage dancing, you're YouTubing. No, you may have a friendship or intimate with somebody you dating. You need to learn to express yourself in some type of shape or form with their ass. You may have to learn how to express how you truly feel. So it's not about you just speaking up or standing. No, learn to express yourself in a transparent space about, your well-being in a relationship, how you feel, your understanding of your environment or the relationship, whatever that may be. All right. But you are in a space where you may be influenced to learn how to transparently express how you truly feel instead of Sagittarius sun risings, instead of trying to decorate it a certain way. Fire signs be having to throw a little, what they call a little razzle dazzle on something. Sagittarius got to throw a little razzle dazzle when they explaining some shit. It's like, all right, tell me how you really feel, because now I don't know where you're really coming from. Just threw a lot at me. Okay. So keep that in mind, Sagittarius sun risings. That's what we got going on. Capricorn sun risings. Okay. This is the last square sign right here. Now look, Cap sun risings. The home and family environment is fully illuminated. Okay, home and family environment is fully illuminated right now. So you already know you part of the Cardinal gang. You in Cancer, y'all getting caught with a jab. Damn, this nigga got hands. Y'all in the fight right now. Y'all are in the fight. Okay, Cancer's, Capricorns, a lot going on with the work, family, home balance right now. Capricorn, Cancer tell you they can't do this. They taking that overtime shift. They not playing. Cancer, Capricorn tell you they can't do this down the third. They got to stay at home, get their shit together, recollect during the weekend. They's trying to get spirit together. 4th, 10th house going crazy. Okay? So when we look at Capricorn, we look at Aries in the 4th house, Capricorn grow up, everybody trying to tell Capricorn, enforce their individuality on Capricorn growing up. Okay? Capricorn sunrise. That's why y'all be so thirsty to be the boss sometimes, because motherfucking Aries in 4th house. Your ass, your ass was getting bossed around like a mother flipper. That's how you know Capricorn in negative energy. That's how you know Capricorn gotta go speak to the lady. Gotta go book a reading. It's like, hold on, don't who hurt you for real? Niggas ain't let you have no type of say so in the house, no nothing. It's Capricorn Sun rising, going through Aries in that motherfucker four. I tell you that right now. Okay, and this is when you start realizing full moon in the fourth, how to navigate any of that resentment from any of that, any intensity in the home environment, feeling isolated in the home environment, feeling like at times there's nobody to relate the emotions to. And Capricorn Sun rises, you may already be detached when it comes into dealing with the emotions at times. You know, got your little emotionally reserved John going on. We know you got emotions in there, but we know you ain't trying to let that be seen. But when it comes into that Aries in the fourth house, you manifest situations where having to display your emotions is pushed out of you extremely. You get Capricorn Sun, Rising Moon, so they pour out their emotion in something. It usually be taking extreme ass situations. It's like I had to slice the air out your tires to see this emotion. Been dating this Capricorn woman for 3 years, barely get anything out of her. I don't even care. I'm going to jail. I just wanted to see her be mad. Like I was just dying to see her deal with emotion. Fuck them tires. All right. So right now, full moon in Aries and Capricorn Sun, Cap Sun rises. Be careful of any type of extreme release with loved ones, the home environment. All right. You trying to get the fourth and 10th house together right now. So the new opportunities in eclipse season is popping off in the 10th. They're popping off in the 10th. But if you're not comfortable in your own fourth, it's hard to have clarity, right? It's hard to have direction and really, be in a stable space towards the things you're working towards in the 10th house. So right now, I need you to understand what's a burden in the fourth house. It's a full moon in the fourth. You think that you listen, listen. You think the full moon gonna play games in the fourth? It's the last place the full moon gotta play games about. So that's why y'all gotta make sure y'all not jumping into no extreme energy right now. Because y'all tell y'all boss about themselves right now. You tell one of your parents about themselves right now, but you telling them something they need to hear. But you might have to call them back over the weekend, like, "Mom, I'm sorry. It's just you be making me have to pick between my girl and you, and I got my own family, Ma. I'm not gonna let you talk to my girl. That's my wife. Talking about who's this lady at the Sunday dinner table. What do you mean? It's been 6 years. You gonna start acknowledging her. All right. So you might have been needed to tell your mom for a long time to talk to your wife with respect. But you full moon in the fourth house, you released that shit intensely, disrespected your mom, you went crazy. So now you got to call back and apologize. But you in the right though. But you went crazy though. So this is what the full moon be getting us into. We be going crazy for the right things though. We just do it extremely, and nothing get more extreme than Aries energy. All right. So Capricorn Sun rising, I want y'all to understand that. Home and family environment is fully illuminated. Be careful of extreme reactions with loved ones. All right. More intention about what's close to home, the things you really care about, more clarity about what you're building towards. All right. And new opportunities in the 10th house space. Not feeling overwhelmed in the fourth house and the things that you got to stabilize in the home environment. No, I embrace the full moon in Aries to help me understand what type of individual environment I like to set in my fourth house, how I like to deal with my emotions, what triggers my emotions, how things dealing with relationship experiences affect my emotions in my home environment, what things were in my fourth house that I don't want in this mother flipper. And 10th house opportunities gonna jump right. That's it. They're gonna fall right in, and it ain't gonna feel like you gotta do much adjusting in the home, much adjusting with your work family balance. No, I did my adjustment during the full moon in the fourth. Okay. Loved ones and intimate relationships can be on the heart. Prioritizing your home and well-being is gonna help to center yourself in the 10th house. Isolation around this week is likely. Change or detach from what you need to change or detach from if it's gonna make you feel comfortable. Capricorn Sun rises. All right, last two. Aquarius, Sun's Aquarius. I was say, yeah, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius rises. For some reason, I feel like we're doing way better on time today, but we're still about to be 3 hours almost damn near. We a little bit over 2, and I feel like this is a short live for some reason. So that's how you know I'll be wild. All right. So shout out to my Aquarius sons and my rising. Shout out to my air cousins in the building, getting a little bit of that sun air energy in the club for free and VIP with me. That's my Aquarius cousin. Let him in. Bugging out, charge cousin at the door. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah. What's her name? What's her name? Chocolate Drop. Which one? Her name? Hello Kitty. Yeah, bring them two right there. Yeah, go ahead. Throw that thing right there in front of bro. Yeah, that's my cousin, my Aquarius cousin. You know he ain't gonna throw no money, so that's what I'm telling y'all to shake y'all shit over there. I'm throwing money for him. That nigga ain't gonna throw no money. All right, that Aquarius, y'all frugal as hell. How I'm throwing money for you? It's my birthday. I'm the Libra out this mother flipper. Aquarius, that's some bull, because y'all really be on that type time. Like, yeah, I'm coming to your birthday. I'm coming to your birthday party, but who told you have a birthday party at the strip club, bro? We supposed to celebrate. You want niggas to go broke for your shit? Like, you got the section? It's paid for already? It's all right, okay, because nigga, this shit going on. It's like about to be eclipse season. My ruler in Pisces right now, so I got to make sure I'm being realistic with my funds and right now, because I'm a little lost, feel a little lost. Ruler in Pisces, all right? I don't want to make a decision with these funds and regret it, my brother. Nigga start talking to you like, Hotep, Omar, you feel me? I don't want to come in there and make waste of my resources, my brother, over your celebratory events. It's like, nigga, is you gonna come to the strip club? Is you my cousin or not? Just damn difficult. Every Aquarius so difficult. Top 5 most difficult zodiac signs to deal with for no reason. Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus be difficult, but pleasantly though. I like that shit. Y'all some pleasant, difficult motherfuckers. Like, y'all check shit nicely. Smooth. Y'all let a nigga know what it's gonna be, but it's not as harsh. It's like, okay, set down the law then, woman, Taurus woman. But you did it smooth. You ain't make me feel too attacked. Okay? Difficult in a gentle way. Those are the difficult signs right there. Aries, Aquarius, Scorpios. Difficult for no reason. And sometimes Cancers. Cancer, Virgo, get the honorable mention. Okay? That's mine. I don't know what y'all think. Those are the difficult efforts for me. Okay? Aquarius in the 3rd house, sun risings. Taking more of a initiative within your surroundings right now. Okay? Aquarius, I need y'all to really identify, Aquarius sun rising, I really need y'all to identify what's going on in your surroundings right now, what people you're associating yourself with, what people need your resources right now, right? What people are just trying to suck up your resources right now. Suck up your time, your energy, your participation in the 3rd. It's like, all right, hold on. Full moon in the 3rd house, y'all got to filter some of these close relationships. Like, y'all my bros, y'all my sisters, y'all my siblings, you my best friend. You feel me? But I got to regulate some of y'all right now because there's Aries in here and some of y'all want me to participate a lot for y'all personal gain. It's getting a little overwhelming. And I'm feeling like I'm not taking initiative with things in my 3rd house right now. So the full moon in your 3rd house right now is helping you understand how maybe the lack of initiative in this house may lead to you not being able to experience certain things in your life, right? So eclipse season, new opportunities, Libra, sun, solar eclipse taking place in the 9th house. Okay? So I don't want to jump too deep into solar eclipse energy yet, right? Because that's gonna have its own lives. But when we look at understanding from this point, it's important for us to understand that there's new beginnings developing there, right? So with full moon in the third house, maybe some ideology, some habits, right? In some type of shape or form, they're not yours. Aries in the third house, they're getting you. You might start realizing, like, yeah, I'll be doing this because I'm in this environment. I'll be having this habit because I'll be around what's the name, or because I let what's the name in my third house, in my surroundings. Or I have a habit for doing this because this element, this whatever is in my surroundings. And even though I may not be able to change that element, it's something in my neighborhood, it's something with my roommate, I may not have the resources or whatnot to change that. I have to be aware that that influence can't change something that I need to do individually, right? So it could be power control dynamics in many different ways with you dealing with resistance or you understanding the resistance that you may have had in your third house. Okay. Sun, Mars, ninth house. Right now is situations where you may be able to create opportunity, experiencing a lot of new things with other people or based off the people that you're around in some type of shape or form. But not understanding the influences of your third house right now and how they take you away from your individuality, if that's the case, the relationship experience that could take place in the ninth house, we don't want those experiences. That's going to be a whole lot of extra learning that we don't need to deal with. Libra in the ninth house will take you on an adventure you wish you never went on sometimes. All right. Sometimes Libra be wanting the motherfucker to relate so much. Libra take you to the place, and by the time when you're on your way to where the Libra told you going, you start asking Libra like, all right, so how long is it gonna take to get here? This, that. You start realizing Libra ain't even have the whole shit put together yet. Libra was trying to subconsciously get you to participate so y'all can help build solutions together. Libra made it sound like they knew where the destination was. You can run into a lot of that right now, Aquarius. It's like I came on vacation with you. You said you had the Airbnb, everything. I knew I should have took some initiative, seeing what you telling me. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. I'm never going on a trip with somebody. They say we're gonna figure it out when we get there. Ain't gonna be that much to figure out. You're gonna be trying to figure out how to get your ass back from Puerto Rico back to New York. You done let your Gemini friend. It's Aquarius. It's gonna be it's gonna be another Libra leading Aquarius into some BS right now. Yeah, bro, we out to Puerto Rico for my birthday. My birthday in a couple of weeks, nigga. We out. It's only like 1,500, bro. 1,500 for like 4 or 5 days is lit. Your ass get down there. You calling Libra? I'm in the lobby right now. They saying it ain't saying my name reservation. And Libra like, yo, tell him your name is. And my name ain't on it. It's not. Yeah, so I think you got to pay for a room then. Like, what you mean is I got to pay? Nigga, didn't you have this set up already? So Aquarius, be careful right now. Full moon in the third house. Just listen to anybody in your surroundings right now. Get you into some. You got to be the individual here. Got to be the individual here. Then, as eclipse season progresses, you have more clarity of who you're gonna relate to, experience some new things with. You all. Let me get back to some notes. Let me get back to some notes. You can feel isolated in your surroundings from an aspirational goal perspective right now. So that's another way the individuality may kick in right now. Full moon in the third house might start realizing some of your aspirations. I can't even relate these. I'm around all these people all the time, but I can't relate my true aspirations and goals to the extent that I would like to relate them. Especially you being an Aquarius sun rising and you already having influence of wanting to deal with network in the most highest capacity, right? Wanting to have a network of solid resources. Aquarius, like this, is like the desired life for Aquarius, like being able to be in an isolated space where they're not bothered, but be able to have the connection to everything they need. Though at the same, this is the dream life for Aquarius, living on an island by themselves. But I know I got a plug for everything now. That's that's it right there. Okay, so they'll desire spiritually, subconsciously to have a certain sense of network. Sometimes that Aquarius could just, like I said, sometimes be looking at humans like incompetent because it's like, damn, I be having all these high thoughts. I want to connect and build. Like, where the community at? Who's thinking like me? You feel me? Damn. Okay. So you could definitely feel isolated in your surroundings from an aspiration goal perspective. This is not a reason to be extreme with your best friend, your loved ones, because they don't not as passionate about your goal as you. Aquarius, go ahead and do your thing. All right. Start saying smart shit to them. That's why y'all ain't always gonna stay where y'all at. Y'all don't know how to chill, Aquarius. Chill. Chill. Sun, Mars hitting you from a air. You relax. You know, don't be realizing how much your words cut deep sometimes. Your words be hurting a little bit. But I'm a Cap Moon and I still be like, damn, Aquarius woman. Sheesh. It's a little ice on that one. A little extra ice on that motherfucker. Okay. Damn. Can't even taste the drink. This shit cold as hell. All this damn ice. Teeth frozen up, brain froze. Aquarius woman. Aquarius in general. Okay. So surroundings, guys. Reflecting on what you've been feeding. Now, okay. You are who you surround yourself with. And this is a time for you to make sure you're reflecting on what you've been feeding your mind and how that matches your ninth house aspirations, right? You may have aspirations to do this, that, and the third and ninth house. But how are you taking the initiative, Aries, to condition your mind towards certain things? So you wanna teach, you wanna be a herbalist. What self-initiative are you taking in your third house to utilize the resources you may already have around you, educating yourself the way you may know, right? Picking the minds of other people that's into things about, like, how are you setting the initiative to open up new experiences for yourself in the ninth house, or be in an environment to receive people who are into these things, right? Who can educate you. You can build off the things y'all are both aspiring to do. So this is just that balance we need to find right here, Aquarius Sun Risings. And transformations with close relations, siblings, and your surroundings in general is likely. If you guys experience any extreme transformation around this time, Aquarius Sun Rising, with your surrounding something that makes you really want to move, fight with a roommate, fight with somebody you live with, something going on in your local environment, neighbor, anything, any of these things that's extreme at this moment may be an indication that you need to start setting an initiative to expand out of this, or this is an expired environment already. Full moons have their ways of letting us know things are expired. Okay, like I said, the full moon already letting us is always a release period, but when you talk about solar eclipse, like, things get dark. Things get dark if we not moving the way we're supposed to move. All right, and this is us understanding how we're supposed to be moving right now. We don't want to deal with that. Okay, so that's what we got going on for my Aquarius Suns Risings. And last but never least, my Pisces Suns Rising. My Pisces Sun Risings. Okay, second house Pisces. This has also been an interesting year for you guys too. All right, Pisces Sun Rising. Second house is fully illuminated. Now y'all know the moon. If y'all didn't know, the moon love it some of that second house. Now the moon loves some of that second house. The moon loves seeing that love coming in there. And first thing the moon asks is, where the support at? How we get more stable here? How do I react to getting more stable here? What can I, what values here can I nurture? So by the time I transit and leave again to Gemini and Leo, I know there's a garden here. There's something planted in the soil that's going to produce something fruitful. I only got 2.5 days to get it popping. And I'm full here. I'm illuminated. So this is exalted here. So Pisces Sun Risings, you guys can be very extreme right now, because this is already an exaltation. You're going to be very extreme once making any realizations about things that you're valuing or you're connected to. That is something negative. It's a detriment. It's almost like you may have an extreme reaction because you're disappointed in yourself for allowing yourself to value this relationship, value this negative habit. Because the full moon is making you realize that, damn, all this potential, the I have house, all this potential to stand in third. And it's like, we choose to value this, that creates this habit when we know better. We know if we value to stand in third, right? Or have more of a practical outlook besides what makes us feel, okay? What makes us feel, have more of a practical outlook of what we're pouring into and nurturing to produce certain results in our life, right? Especially when it comes into being stable. Okay. So I believe, with Aries in this house with the full moon right now, you already was in the space, Pisces Sun Risings, where Saturn, your ruler, that moved into not your ruler, but Saturn that moved into Pisces. So a lot of things this year has been, you started to feel the influence of you seeing more of the reality of something dealing with your imagination being able to be crystallized into reality, but you're just realizing it needs more time, it needs more work, it motherfucking needs some sacrifice, it's gonna need a little sweat. Okay, I'm gonna need some of that, but I could see it coming into reality, though. 2018, 2019, I was tripping. I thought I was tripping. I thought I was just lost in a dream. But nah, no, this business, this, and the third, this endeavor, this relationship, I could see the reality. I could see how at least we could build more of a foundation towards this, give it more of a foundation. Okay. So y'all just been pushed to have to deal with these situations. And it's like now with the full now with the full moon in the second house, you guys could be extreme trying to detach from anything that you feel like it's in the way of your potential, is in the way of something you know you have, that you know you should be valuing and pouring into, but you're connected to this. You're valuing that person, place, thing, negative habit, right? This house we dealing with materialism, right? You're dealing with materialism. We're dealing with the material world. We're dealing with finances. Damn. Dealing with finance, excuse me, guys. We're dealing with all of those things: monetary gain, security, stability. So when the full moon is transiting here, anything that's getting in the way of your chicken, it's gonna be, you're gonna realize that. All right, you're gonna realize that. Okay, anything that's draining. All right, man. All of that. All right, anybody leaning on you a little bit. So whatever type of things we got going on here with Aries in the second house, we just got to make sure we don't jump into any extreme reactions, trying to get back to self core value. As long as we understand that's what the full moon is doing in your second house. Understand that, Pisces sun rises. When it comes into Aries in your second house, you are one of the most relatable signs in the zodiac. If not, probably the most understanding sign. So, when it comes into Aries in the second house, that's when it comes to a point in y'all life. You have to make sure y'all set an initiative with what y'all value. And this is opposite to Libra in your eighth. So the reason, eclipse season is popping up in your eighth house right now. Mars is in your eighth house, been in your eighth house right now, Pisces sunrise. So y'all already going through a bunch of transformation. Y'all already having potential extreme circumstances tap y'all into shadow work, having to pay attention to the subconscious and transmute and change, learn from past relationship experiences and acknowledge what's going on with you subconsciously. Like, damn, I got resentment in my heart. Damn, I got revenge in my heart. Damn, I got whatever it is. I got hurt in my heart. Whatever it is, that sun, Mars in the eighth house, the sun just got in there, but Mars going to work. Mars don't play in here. It don't want you feeling heavy about anything that's not supporting passion and goals. And understand that the eighth house, this is the nature of its home. Mars know when it comes home, there's gonna be all type of crazy shit going on. He knows that's his house. All right, he live in a crack house. The eighth house is a crack house, y'all. Okay, let's just say what it is. Let's just keep it funky tonight. Full moon in Aries. Aries gonna keep it real with you. Okay, eighth house is a shady trap house, and only person that's home in that motherfucker is Mars and Pluto. So that's how you know the eighth house is the trap house. If any house in the zodiac is the trap, it's the eighth. But Mars comfortable here. You walk into the trap house, you see junkies all over the place. You see motherfucking free drugs on the floor, people passed out. You walk all the way to the back of the room, it's Mars in the back room just chilling, watching TV and shit. It's like, wait, why you look like the only sane person in here? You see, there's junkies out there. There's people you need to call an ambulance or something. Mars is like, that's the crib. That's how it is. There's people, there's orgies going on upstairs. There's drugs in the kitchen. What y'all need? You want to get high? You want to get healed? We got that going on in here too. Pick your poison. Okay. Scorpio could help you. Scorpio could help you overindulge in your desire, or could heal you. And which Scorpio you're dealing with? That's the question. Which one you're dealing with? Because they could do both. They might do one on Monday, do one on Tuesday too. So you got to be careful. Okay. So Mars in the eighth house, Pisces sunrise. Boy, y'all already potentially may have been experiencing some extreme shit. When it comes into relationship activity, power and control issues, breaking away from somebody you ain't think you're gonna break away from, breaking away from a partnership you ain't think you're gonna be able to break away from. Realizing that somebody that left you, you got to learn how to move on with them. You got to learn how to love this person from afar. All these different things, any type of spiritual baggage that may be in here with Libra in the eighth. with Libra in the eighth. Libra in the eighth is Libra in the eighth. I think it speaks for itself. So we know there's relationship baggage up in this mug. We knows that for sure. Okay? We know Pisces Sun rising gonna hold a little resentment when they get out that breakup. They don't get out of over breakups quick. Okay? They don't. They low-key jump. Y'all low-key top 5 with the rebound shit too. Now that I think about it, y'all jump into some rebound energy like a mug and know how to channel that vessel into somebody else. Somebody, the whole time I think I'm getting somewhere with this Pisces woman. She think I'm her ex nigga the whole time. She done changed all of that shit. I think I'm doing something now. All right, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with the water signs. They be doing shit like that, making you the past person and shit when they not fully over some shit. So Mars in the eighth house, that we can't be doing that right now, Pisces Sunrise. We cannot be doing that. Whatever is heavy in that eighth house with relationship activity, Mars is actually, this is Mars in Libra is crazy, but it's great having Mars here though, because it's helping you navigate any type of baggage here because eclipse season. New opportunities in the eighth house, aka new opportunities to transform things, leading into things you desire from a positive perspective. Things that you want to transform in your life, things that you don't want to feel, baggage you don't want to have. The foundation right now to start healing a lot of that, releasing a lot of that. You're dealing with it right now, but it's stemming out your second house. Full moon in the second house. You're starting to realize why you go through certain this period is helping you realize why you went through certain relationship transformations based off what you value. Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising. You might have went through some relationship transformations in your past because you allowed yourself to jump into something overly valuing the things that person valued to show your, to show how much you wanted to connect, how much you wanted to pour into the potential. You got Aries in the second house. You have to eventually allow the things you value to be established, this, that, and the third, because you might feel like your value is not appreciated, is not noticed, is not acknowledged in certain relationships. That's what I may have been a dynamic why you went through some transformations recently. The random rebounds stayed longer than the ones that was waiting around for the shots. Pisces know how to get your ass and throw you into the abyss when they done. They good for that. All right, that's one of them signs can make you feel like when y'all kicking is gonna be something. It's gonna be more than something. It is a Pisces. They just making it feel like that right now. Okay. Pleasure and overindulgence. These things are magnified right now. Relationship transformations and opportunities developing in the eighth. Like I said, going through a lot of breakthroughs when it comes to relationship activity, detaching from certain motherfuckers. Okay, it's just that it's this is intense axis because the moon is exalted in the second house. So you're extreme to reacting towards what you value. But let's say you're valuing a relationship that you need to be detaching from. So you're passionate about something that you shouldn't be connected to anymore. So you're dealing with some of those things right now. You got to be careful, Pisces Sun rising, not going out your way trying to support something that's dead. Like you trying to support something, this motherfucker don't fuck with you. They're not reciprocating your energy, right? This full moon energy might help a lot of Pisces Sun rising to realize, like, I'm wild, I'm doing too much. I'm pouring too much into this. This is why I got some of the baggage in my 8,000 in the first place. This is the shit I be doing. I need to relax. Okay? A lot of y'all may manifest situations where you express some of your individuality around this time and it didn't fuck the whole relationship up. It didn't super transform everything in a negative way where, well, ain't nothing negative, but when things transform, transformations happen because they're needed. But more so, the relationship just didn't get toasted. It actually helps. It actually helped. Your partner's like, damn, I didn't know you felt like that individually. Like, damn, I didn't say something. It's like, I don't know, but shit, I just said it now. That's what I individually value. Or this is why I this, that, and the third. This is why I this, that, and the third. So make sure if you have to jump into that energy of expression, it's as controlled and poised as possible so it don't create nothing catastrophic. All right, Pisces sun rises. Transformations amongst what you value, career aspirations in general. That's another thing. Your career aspirations in general. These things may be up in the air, feeling unstable, and the unstableness, right, may be the actual pocket for you to take an initiative of what you truly value right now. Eclipse season in the eighth house, you don't know what type of other people resources you finna attract for something that you value. Positive values to start eclipse season means everything right now, Pisces sun rising. People, places, and things. Dating a toxic motherfucker, get rid of their ass right now. Because it could be another 6 months to a year of some BS. All right? Yes. So that's what we got going on right now. Family, I love y'all. Happy full moon, gang. Y'all know how we do. Another great church session. I hope y'all feeling sanctified. Okay? Okay? I hope y'all feeling like that spirit really God's using you right now. I hope you go to sleep knowing you're being used for something higher than what you think you're being used for. Okay? But happy full moon, everybody. Okay, make sure you allow yourself, as though I always recommend being in somewhat of a isolated space around full moon times just to let yourself recollect what you need to recollect on. All right. Sometimes opportunities comes in the form of a thought, in the form of a feeling. It doesn't have to be this magical thing, somebody telling you this, that, and the third. Okay. A lot of things can change in somebody's life because they allow themselves to entertain a certain thought or feeling for long enough. And it helps shift them into a space they need to approach a situation the way they need. A lot of us are not approaching situations in our life simply because we haven't entertained the thought or sat on the feeling of something enough. The full moon helps us to do that. All right. So y'all already know what it is, family. Happy full moon. We got a lot going on. September closing out. I'll be uploading transits for October. Eclipse season right around the corner. Solar eclipse in Libra, lunar eclipse in Taurus. We know what we got going on with the nodes. If they gotta go, they gotta goes. But if you love them, let them knows. All right, y'all. It's Libra season. Happy solar return to all my Libras. Y'all already know the vibes too. All right. I appreciate all the collection plates family. All right, yeah. And y'all have a great night, gang.